Africa. The land is good, the land is fine. Gold we have, diamonds we mine. Yet we fight, we covered it all in blood. Tell me why we wallow in the mud. Africa, 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 yeah. Mama Africa, we cry for peace. Africa, 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 yeah.
Say that.
Mama Africa, we cry for peace. Africa.
Miss you more. So Coco is here too.
Africa, 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 yeah. Mama Africa, we cry for.
Pacho mumien share video no wa mesremo na ene enso ye another addition. Mumma yen share video no e pamocho. Obi obeba bia no force was on beden ombe share video no mesremo a ene enso ye da foforo. Obi obeba bia mo modern so beden obe share video no. Yahunu obi biara mo modern money mo share no na ama ye koyanim no. Say the nyame onhira ba bibiara awo. Why? Mumien share video no na epese message no ekoka mpenifuo bi nsa se yan share video na entimi nko. Today nso no obi aye free so obefre na wakire na adwene. Aha, say yedi kan aka say yen Bible scholars ene yen ayi Quran scholars. Ene yaba betena ha na yesi ye ba be kire Kristo suma na say ene yen so yenkobo degree enya master degree yesi yede ye no ye ba bebu o man na so se yetena akire ni ye hwa our common sense no kire ye say outside view no to my country no, that is what we want to talk about it. So everybody should try and share the video, and at the same time so no mumma obi bia wo no kwan say question bi esu wo bisa obefre no wabisa ye nyina ya den ya bobo ho ya tu ho anamo why nyame enka obi biara ho.
Africa, 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 yeah. Mama Africa, we cry for peace. Africa.
Mommy and share video no na enko why mommy and share video na enko and the topic you know
The land is good. The land is good. The land is fine. Gold we have, diamonds we mine. Yet we fight, we covered it all in blood. Tell me.
eye oba ya santoa eye obroni ya santoa obroni a ono de o se menye bibini na so meko agye bibiman emman e de ama wo na ye befa free wo nsam na eye about time a eye se ye de wo ma de de emma wo eti obroni ya santoa o se sesi ya no ono de waye na adwe se abibiman mu no wo ne baaye e no mo ye den o mo de breye sesi ya no waye na adwe se o sereye o sa de ya de ye de e maye obibini obroni ya santoa a wono de oso obeko agina ho agina ni image ene ne kra e de ato ho ama Africans enti yenya Africa fo no oba ya asantoa obroni ya asantoa eye ne din no obroni ya asantoa aha a wo so de so obeko agi na ode ama ne man enti ne man omo ya bibifo wo se wo mo ne be omo de bra yi na anso no wo se sesi ade wate sesi ade wate wo sere se sesi omo ne de bra yi enso sesi ade wo se an mu ye agi ya ade sesi wo so wo se agi na ade de aba na ye ho atoye etu wo abeba bia ne share video no ene topic no oni ye unua bi efre no sankofa no kware eni yadamfo ba ko so a ono so wo Nigeria a ono so ye friend Ruby, my brother, my brother from another motherland in Ruby he too will come and give us a little bit ideas that are what can we do as we Africans. Should we still be enslaved with our puppy masters? That is what we are going to talk about it today. So what I say na say ye kasa asem ni nyina wiam say ebekọ koduru baabi message na eba no ebekọ koduru baabi etimi no mienu no eye say ye den ye share video no na ekọ animu ye share video no na nye den enko animu wo abeba bia no share video no my. That is all what we want, because we are here, nobody pay. We yan ye say tue Facebook phone posika enti no ote hono no sebi enyu obi a na de ne dofo beba camera so omra meka bibi, but ensem na wo ka kire me no menye greedy. And I know this message can help me and you. So why I have to let her keep that message and not to give for our people? So oba obroni ya santoa ono neti hono. It is sister oba obetima friend ya santoa. Sisi ono oye ya santoa. Aha oye ya santoa. Awo no obroni ya santoa wo say me de meku na magye bi before my de ide ama wo mo na yadi wo mo ehwamro. Ye nyina ye share video no na
people here already, you should be greeting them. What used to say? Akwaba, Pamela Brown, Seda, Lardy, Akwaba. Thank you for joining us. Please share.
And now, what is that name too?
Nana Poco Sympathy.
Nana Poco Sympathy. Nana Poco Sympathy. Akwaba. Don King. Don music. Don music. Akwaba. Seida Empire. Akwaba. You have to read some because
I think I read them before.
Oh no, you read more. You have to read more. You have to read more because now you are Yasantua. So you have to speak Chi. Yes, you have to speak Chi. Yasantua need to speak Chi. Yes, you need to speak Chi. Yes. Don. Charlie, share video no. Share video no. Video no. Share video no. Pamela Brown. What do you do? Nana Pokusu do. So what do you do? Hey, what you do? And still na the ko. Asanko fanso also you sanko fa Akwaba.
Oh yeah, I said Sanko
already.
I showed you
Okay. Long time.
Yes.
I was busy. Yes, I was busy.
Sankofa, he said he would join us.
Yeah. And P Black and Yehuda and
Abraham Ben Moshe.
Number one, right?
Yes,
Abraham Ben Moshe, number one. Yes, Abraham Ben Moshe, number one. A big house to you, my brother Abraham Ben Moshe. The Common Sense family, the leader and the founder. God bless you, and we are still on your back.
And Ruby. Thank you.
Akwaba, Ruby, Akwaba. Yes, Ruby, welcome. Akwaba means welcome. My brother from another mother. God bless you, Ruby. Akwaba. Sankofa too is there. Sankofa. Greetings. Sankofa say greetings. So, say Yekachi. Then we put English. Because our brother is here. Our brother Ruby. We need your message. Yeah, we need your message for the world to know. So you can share too in your wall so that we will get to where we want to get to. God bless you, my brother Ruby. Ruby too is here, my brother from another mother. God bless you so much. Mommy and share. Yes, CSF. CSF. It's Daily TV na Hanewo. Daily TV in Australia. Yes. Daily TV in Australia. Hanewo CSF to the world. Hanewo. we no me so ma tucha wo a wo broni ba bia me mfa ni nsie ma ono so meka asem pamfa nkire ya bibi ma no ma mo mfa mrofo ni nsie mo ne wo mo hyehye wanko na saa mo mfo mo so mra obibini obroni ya santo a wona te ho no wo se wono nso wo bibi o meka
no thank you no asipa
na net ya wo gini nyina wo.
He said I'm cute.
Oh, cute, right?
Yes.
na mpa cho hwe me so mani me. Me so me say hwan.
No, we know you ugly.
Oh, really?
No, you can't say sorry.
No, you two have to say something. Shit. Me won feel rough. Enipa me enu pe na kaja o muta kasa me ho nye fe but me ankasa me ji me hu di say me ho fe. Shit, na me ho fe papa. What me ho fe pa. Eti net topic ni de kwa ni say mo me share video say should we Africans, and what's the topic? You can tell the topic for today. The topic for today. Should we Africans still be slaved?
No, it should be controlled by the puppet masters.
Yes, should be controlled by the puppet masters. And no na ye di hu nkomo. Sesi ya no sa mre na twam. Sesi ya say yen still la yen di akire anase ye koka na akoya asem. Somebody to come, who is that one too?
DJ Castello. Akwaba. Oh,
ba ya santo be kum ne. Ya santo Abraham be Muse. Ya santo na ti ho no. Abraham be Muse ya santo na ti ho no. On na ti ho no. Wate? Ya santo na ti ho no. Ono de on fa mu de Erade Nyankopon. Obi amfa ne de emra. Obi amfa ne de emra. Menua DJ the one
Castello.
Bro Castello. Brother. Me catchy. Me tia fa chem.
So you know if he doesn't greet you, it's because he can't pronounce it.
No,
so.
I can pronounce, but sometimes I pretend.
Then I think you pretend a lot.
No,
because you miss many.
No. Please, let's share the video. Me, I know how to read, but because my teachers were so lazy, they were so lazy to the extent that the time that they need to come to classes, they go for lunch.
Oh,
so I couldn't get time to study, you know.
I think that they were lazy when you were out there kicking your football instead of being in your classroom. That's what I thought.
No,
but forgive me.
In Africa, even I kick the football, it was benefit than to go to school. You go if you don't get anything. Some people have finished university. They have finished university 0. They're still home. Some people even have changed their even degree to be a carpenters and masons, and so nothing happened. So Africa, ready. See yourself to the world. And what is the name to?
Chip Chap CSF.
Chip Chap. So you said something to him?
Akwaba, yes. CSF till Satan takes God's position.
Oh, wow. And
which can't happen because neither exist. So we just keep going. It means forever.
Yes. And somebody to come, but that name, what is that?
Pretty Jam Akwaba, welcome. Your teachers were lazy that you were also lazy to learn. Yes, she is correct.
Yes, me lazy.
Very much.
Me lazy, papa. Aduma kura me mpe. Me mpe aduma. Me timi ye aduma 12 hours check. Na yesi ma adwene no. Yesi na school no anye yi na jesem hye sister. Jajajai, ubana mi bo 8 hours pa na mi kita hama. Twa ma bat hye mabati. Ubana mi kita 8 hours pa mi bo 8 hours 12 hours hye. Are yesi school nko na mesika. Tena wana kama ni ma ye hyen no ni mu nko a me desra madim my face looks
oh you handsome.
Oh beautiful. That's it. Just say no. So today we are going to talk about something important, but we want everybody to share. We're just entertaining ourselves, but the same time we are serious in this platform. But you two chema atiefo nyina obi biara wo say na daadie wo say videos na obehwe because normal ekoso wo ye mam Ghana no yem say ano odin yi pa eti yen say mre bebre no ye bekwa akofa ye yankasa ye bra a woni ya santoa ye obroni ya santoa ye den ahostu sa program no na omo di program na ye den ahyehye so me the DJ Trika Butrika Nation there me logo ne say together we can make it. So DJ Trika Butrika Nation na together we can make it. Se menko a enye ye basi ye nyina ye somu a ebeden and together we can make it. That is what we have to come together so that we can make Africa great again and again and again and again. CSF to the world.
Akwaba to Bernard, watching from Germany. So thank you very much for joining us. And sorry, I can't say the first name.
You can't say the first name?
No, I can't. There's too many letters. You know me, I'm blind.
Oh,
so I can't read
the
it.
first name I can also
Good,
see
it's
it.
not
I have
only
my eyes, so I can't even see. So I am in Sankofa so honoma mpachawa ma yenhunu na yentimi anase obetima send invite aba na yentimi nye den emmo so na yemfa dwumadi no enne obi biara owo kwan bi obi biara wo kwan se oye den obekire na adwen oba na otwitwa so ntienti nkakra maye na yenyina ye koyanim nkakra so ahu owo ho sebi me na wadi kan ya santo a ono no onkonko ye Bible scholar anase ebia okwakosuya Quran bia na okay, you just express yourself. Yeah, about the scholars you are not.
Oh, no, me, I'm not. I'm not going to sit here and profess to be some scholar of the Bible or the Quran or in any religious text. I'm not a scholar on Africa. I didn't go to university and study African studies and African history. But what I can tell you is I'm somebody who is married to an African, to a Ghanaian. And so any issues that affect my husband, affect his family home, who are also my family. But Ghana's been in my heart since before I knew this man. So I think maybe I was destined to get you and have you.
I think.
So anything I say is just purely coming from the heart, is coming from somebody who is sitting outside watching this beautiful country be destroyed by, lack of a better, religion and outside influences that just don't need to be there. So anything I say really is only perspective, and it comes with love. So.
Oh, yeah, many Sankofa. Say, why you know, asa article, Sankofa, why you know, asa article, yes, Sanko said, you bet me asa the Sankofa, Abba. And she said, beside me the Sankofa, Abba. And there will be or quite say, Obetri.
Pretty Jem said, say, teach me in tree. You can pronounce Bernard's first name.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pretty Jem.
Let's share video because today's topic is very important. Share video. So you can read some of them and read them.
Oh, yes. Akwaba, Dauda, Somalia, Dhaka, Ampin.
Yeah,
Akwaba. That's as much as you're going to get out of that one.
I'm Apim, Mikromatin.
Vera Koran? I'm sorry. Kafra, forgive me.
And yeah, no, you're doing well.
Thank you.
You're doing well. What is this one too?
Mohammed Abdallah. Akwaba, thank you. Please share.
Please share for us. Please share for us.
Share.
I
don't know the word for share. Sorry for that.
No, share. Krano. The minimum say yenche. The minimum say yenche. Minuya Sankofa. Access Cecilia me.
Oh wow, China.
Oh,
Daco, China. Wow.
Wow, China.
Excellent.
Oh, you can speak China?
No.
You can speak China.
Ni hao. That's all I got. Sorry.
Oh, ni hao, right?
Yes, we need to call tea.
Okay. Okay. Oh, minuya Sankofa. Minimu meyana asatiko. Oba na asatiko. But still no. I say you can bring Sankofa on this camera.
Sankofa, I'm here for you all. You have to figure this one out.
Hey, Sankofa, ni do challenge ama won.
Ni hao. See, I was right. Ni hao means hello.
Oh, ni hao, hello.
Yes,
okay.
Ni
hao.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Okay, ni hao. Me to Makabi. So see how can ni hao me so me dia to me tirim. Sana be before you gene.
You are old man, you will forget tomorrow.
No, I won't.
You will forget.
No, I won't. Auntie, and you say a debate with this Sankofa de Asabaso, Sankofa. Network and on giant, not young fanboy bra. Network in giant. No, ye near Sankofa. Nedia, Sankofa. Nedia, Yasantua, Obroni Yasantua, or no Netua, Nedia, country, no, and you Obroni Yasantua, on it one. And no one in it yet.
I did not. I did not want to move on yet. Chireme, Sarami. I did not yet. Chireme. Chireme.
Come here, Bo. Some watch.
Some young who are not. Me check one. How we have
mentioned that name. It was close like this to get it. The one that you couldn't buy, and I said, oh, my eyes was like, that.
You went close.
I was close to mention that name.
Yesterday.
Yes, I grow ye the Adiesa in Crasifo. Mrebi a year last week. Would throw challenge be the buy. Emma, you then. I've been dreaming. and what you know feedbacks any in same bebre sa ba hu bebre pa am free say so na no ade no kwa na eden eko and nan so no sa de ade foforo ba biem akwakwa ese bukom banku a yahwe na fono ho no wasase da bi mesa ba biem so what you say and na osa de foforo asa eden asa to aba ha biem se si aminu asankofa eye obroni ya asantoa obroni ya asantoa pese wokudi ma abibefo man ede ma wo mo because ono no say wo mo na de breye ene se si am wasase ye gi ya ade akọ na abibefo mo so ma eden mo ho atom enti obroni ya asantoa say wo question na wo de ma no se si o pese wo de question ni troba na nkomo a wo pese wo ni die no na mo nyina mo di nkomo obi anso wo akwan se obe no so be eden obefre ni da
sa okay the edin kind no me can English no bet me pese me ma ye nua no te ade bi ase before said the last week me can no me seremo ye nua no ma mo platform so English language nya me kasa enti me seremo said mo bet me dia mo fa ne sa
record it as his jingle because every video this is the first thing you say, so we need to make you a jingle and put some music behind that one. Your English is fine, Pam, I promise. It's fine.
Okay. English language no nya me kasa enti said ye mesia kan bia me sero fa ne sa ama me mpese obekọ akotre ba bia sere me wo sere me kora na maka ye nya record wo me ntimi ti sama no enti ne sa okay good afternoon to everybody on this platform, especially our dear wife, Miss Megan, and the viewers as well, and my big brother, the Nation Trekker.
That's it.
As well to all CSF members, I greet everyone, and I greet as well CSF leader Abraham B. Moshe, P. Black, and then Yahuda. I greet everybody. I think today we have another discussion that we need to, to discuss about something that baffles me. I just discuss it with Obaya Santua, Obruniya Santua, as my brother called her, and we need to, come together with one idea to understand this topic very well. So as she is a white lady, and this topic is about these white people, we need to hear her side about this topic. That is why we have met here today once again on the program. The topic is, do we Africans still need to be the under control of the white supremacy?
Even that word I don't like, supremacy, because the white is not supreme. So even that word needs to be removed from that sentence. Kafra, sorry for interrupt, but the white is not supreme. It's not.
Let me tell you why I use that supreme, because we have some laws, we have some rules that is controlling Africans. That was made by these Africans, and we are still under those laws. So it seems that they are controlling we the Africans, and if someone controls you, the person is superior than you. I think that is true. If someone is controlling you, everything that you need, everything that you want, even if you want to sleep, everything, if that person do this thing for you, meaning that person is more superior than you. That is why I use supremacy of these white people.
Mati.
Thank you once again. I want to read a letter from British government. That is 1835 letter that they wrote to the missionaries. The thing is, I know that these white people first came in Africa as visitors, people who came to visit Africa. Then they came and then learn our culture, our languages, and learn our way of life, see a lot of things about us. Then they go back. They came back to their countries. Now, in the second time, they came as missionaries, So when they are coming, there was a letter that was gave to them by British government called Lord Macaulay. If I couldn't pronounce the name well, just forgive me. Lord Macaulay's address to the British Parliament on 2nd February 1885 was saying, I have traveled across the length and the breadth of Africa, and I have not seen one person who is beggar, who is a thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high moral values. People of such caliber that I do not think we will ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is her spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I propose that we replace her old and ancient education system, her culture. For if the Africans think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly dominated nation. This is a letter from British government when they were sending their people to Africa as missionaries. This is the letter they wrote to them, because they first came to Africa and then studied our life. They knew that they came to know that we Africans, we know God, we have our traditional cultures, we have everything that is helping and protecting the nation. So there were no thieves, there were no beggars, there were no armed robbers and all these bad attitudes. We were not having it in Africa. And then they come to conclude that now, if we want to control Africans, the best thing we should do is to change everything they have and then give them what we have, so that it will benefit we, the British people. So they tried their best and give us their English and their white traditional, their white culture and everything they have in exchange of our own, so that we will become their slaves under what they are bringing. And the missionaries, when you Google the meaning of missionaries, it's a people that came from another place or another country to another country with another different ideology of culture and tradition. So they came in with religion to come and give to we black people, and told us that this your traditional cultures is evil, throw them away, take our own. This is the real one that we are bringing to you. We have seen the God before, the God has spoken to us before, but you guys, you haven't seen that God before. The God doesn't speak to any of your ancestors before, but we have seen the God before. That God has spoken to us before, so we know that God more than you. So throw what you have away, because what you are using, that your traditional cultures and those, a lot of things that you have come from the evil, from the devil. So take this, what we are coming to show you. So they came in and bring us the Bible, so that our people will read the Bible and get understanding. There are things that they wrote in the Bible. Slave, obey your masters. Now, let's look at this. When somebody come to your house, and then he came and then confuse you, the law that you are using in your house, you just break all that laws. Then the person give you another new laws that use these laws in your house, use that laws to control your family, meaning that person has become your master. So they wrote in the Bible, slaves, obey your masters. A lot of quotation that they wrote in the Bible. So this is what they brought to us, and that thing has kept us under their control. Now, as we have come and realize, as we have come and known all these things, my dear sister, as you are a white lady, should we continue? Should we continue to follow all this that they brought to us in order for us to do away with our traditional cultures? That is my question.
And it's a very big question, because the puppet mastery, the control, the enslavement, the continual enslavement of your people because of this stuff. The cathedral is a perfect example of it. This ridiculous thing that's being built. When Ghana, Africa, they need to remove any white and outside foreign control of the country. Whoever is pulling the strings of Akufo-Addo and helping to guide these decisions purely to line pockets, it is all corruption and it is all lies. We could take Ghana. We can look outside and we can look at how maybe the white countries run, how they govern their countries, and we can take those ideas and those ideals and implement them in Africa without the white man controlling it. The black man can look and go, wow, that's really working well for their country. See how good their police is. See how good their hospitals is. What are they doing that's making that work? And then they can implement them themselves. They don't need some white man on the outside advising, because up to now, how much of Ghana's cultural artifacts are still sitting in England and not back home where they belong? So anybody that's outside still controlling, because at the end of the day, Africa is a superpower. Africa should have been the superpower. And that is the reason that this happened. That is the reason that they brand this, because they knew not only, as you said, we can't defeat these people. That means they will defeat you. That means you were capable, Africa and Ghana were capable of being the superpower of the world. And that is why they bring this rubbish in to quash it, to bring it down. This was like Hitler before Hitler. No white man, no foreign man, and not just white. You see how the Chinese people are pulling the strings for all of this gold to be leaving your country.
When you're late, sir, you are not that late.
Not just the white people that are outside, anybody that is outside of Africa that has any kind of an influence over the leadership of the countries in Africa, pulling strings to line their own pockets so that the money leaves Africa, it doesn't stay there. That has to stop. That has to stop today, now, in order for Africa to be the superpower that it deserves to be. But you can look to outside influences and implement them to make the country run better, get rid of corruption, bring in taxes, build hospitals, put money where it needs to be, take care of the people. But you can do that without some white man or Chinese man or any other person pulling any kind of string to line their own pockets. The money is leaving Ghana. It's not staying there. So even if they think they have this grand idea that they've got from somewhere else, that somewhere else has a reason for why they're giving that idea and pulling that string for your leaders
no one is late.
Particular thing that they are doing. Abraham Ben Moshi has joined us. So, Akwaba, yeah, happy to have you here.
Thank you. You know what I was trying to let our people to understand. We have not gone to the side of the leaders now. We want our youth to understand something, because they have this saying that our forefathers sold us to the white people and we have now become slaves. What do you want us to do? You know, some people think that once our forefathers sold us to the white people, so we should continue being slaves to the white people. My question is, now there is a lot of technologies. We have this Google, WhatsApp, Facebook. There is people who are blanking out a good news for our people in order to understand what these white people has just done to us in order to keep us in slavery. But it seems they are happy being slaves. You know, they are happy being slaves. So they don't want to get out from this, the under of this puppet. They want to still be under of this puppet. That is why they keep on saying, It is our forefathers who sold us to the white people. So if now we have become slaves, what do you want us to do? This is what our people used to say.
Okay.
This is what doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I need to slow down. Yes, I see it. Firstly, we need to rise up. We can't blame necessarily the generations of before. So we have our Abraham Ben Moshi. This guy is unbrainwashing people who will be prepared to listen. It's not the fault of the people now. It's not the fault of our forefathers and the generations before, because it's all a part of the brainwash. And that brainwash, nobody outside that's getting money from Ghana or from Africa are going to allow that brainwash to stop if they can avoid it. Because they want to continue to control. They want to continue to pull the strings. They want to continue to have the gold and the money and all that prosperity leave Africa. What we need to do is, it's not the fault of those before, but now we have people like Abraham Ben Moshi, yourself, P. Black, Yahuda, my husband, anybody that's on this particular platform educating the people now. From now going, it is the fault. It is the fault of the people if they don't stand up. It is time to raise up. Yes, there is only so much you can take. If you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. If people are not prepared to learn and they're not prepared to work, then you will continue to be enslaved, whether you have somebody with a whip at your back or not.
Now let's see where this controlling is now what should I put it? Where the controlling is coming from in religion and in politics. This is the two things that they brought to us in Africa to control us. I know everybody know this. Any African know what I'm talking about. They use this religion to control us.
Yes.
The dictionary that they use to control us is the Bible and the Quran. When it comes to politics, they use the leaders to control us. Now we have seen that religion is a poison for us Africans. Now we have seen, because I don't think, especially in Ghana, nobody can tell me, maybe those who are in the small villages that don't have internet to go to Facebook and watch some programs, and those who don't have digital decoder to watch daily TV, that can say we have never heard what is going on. But those who are using phones, who has internet, who has a chance to enter on Facebook or Google, anywhere on social media to do research, know that this religion, this religion is our problem. And secondly, politics is our problem, because politics as well have a lot of branches. When you come to Ghana, we have NDC, we have MPP, CPP, blah blah blah. We have a lot of branches, and those branches as well are also have their own way to enslave we black people. The religion and the politics, it's like they are twins.
Yes.
They are
and
twins.
When we combine
so
those two, it becomes like a superpower of control. Religion has no business being in politics. It should not have anything. I don't care whether you're a Muslim, you're Christian, you're Catholic. I don't care. If you're running the country, you run the country, for the people. And religion is outside. That is your own personal business. That's your own personal affair that you do when you close the door at night and you go home to your family. It has nothing to do with governing a country, and it needs to be out, because that's also how, combining those two things, they continue to control and enslave. This one is building its cathedral. This one will build a mosque. All of that is about continual control by using the government.
It's because the government in charge now have a pastor who influence him that this cathedral that he is about to build is what should I say? What should I put it? It's a contact between him, the president, and God. If he build the cathedral, he will stay long. But if you did not build a cathedral, he will not live long. Maybe he will die before his time. So this is the fear. This is the type of fear that this pastor, Kolo Usubempa, has put in the president in charge now. So the president is building the cathedral with fear and panic because he knows that if he did not build the cathedral, maybe he will live before his time.
I
So
think
it
I
is
will
fear
prefer
and
to
panic.
think of it in that, you know, they see all these pastors, they're making money.
Thank
They're
you,
small
Covenant. Thank
pastors
you.
with their small churches. So you imagine this pastor that's advising your president now, if we build this huge cathedral, can you imagine how much money we are going to have? There's as it is now, there is, from what I've read and what I've looked at, in Ghana, from what I understand, there is already 39 cathedrals. Catholic, what did I say? I forget. No, it wasn't Pentecostal. I can't remember. Methodist and Orthodox. So you have 39 separate cathedrals already built in Ghana. Why can't one of those save this guy's life? How many more do you need? I mean, how many gods do you want floating around in your 39 cathedrals spread throughout? And that's just Ghana. That's not Africa. That's Ghana. So all of that is a part. Same with this idea of it's tourism. It's a tourist attraction. That is a lie. Oh, if I don't build this thing, then this pastor is advising me I will die. So you two are also brainwashing your people that will go and see some pastor and say, if you don't build a shrine, you will die tomorrow.
Pretty Jim, I've seen you are selling my English. So later, the amount that you get, just send me my own, okay? Thank you. Okay. So now
we don't need another cathedral. We don't need it, and it's definitely not for tourism. We don't need it. This money that's going to build this cathedral. Can you imagine if they used that to restore Elmina Castle, or the Cape Coast Castle, and use that as a tourist attraction? How many historical sites do we have in Ghana alone? This is purely about garnishing more money from this fake religious building for them to line the pockets. This pastor that's advising Akufo-Addo will line his pockets. Akufo-Addo will line his pockets, and the people will empty their pockets.
The saddest side of this news now is this man called our president Akufo-Addo is now destroying over 50 buildings. Some were built 2017.
Yes.
2017. He is now destroying the buildings because he wants to build one house for a god. The topic that Abraham Bimuche did yesterday, there is a lot of quotations in the Bible that says that that God that they are serving, they know that it is in the Bible. Isaiah says this, that the God, that the heaven, he has his seat on heaven, and here right on earth is where his footsteps, he put his footsteps. So there is nothing, there is no house that you can build for that God, because he is big enough to come and enter a house. So now Akufo-Addo is building a house for this God from Israel. I think it doesn't make sense. Instead of building a house,
what God?
Yes, instead of
God
building,
is to be real. What God would want his people to spend all of their money to build a gigantic building that you will then go and give more money to, leaving yourself with nothing? Wouldn't he prefer we use that money to feed our families, to take care of our sick, to take care of our children, to take care of the elderly? Shouldn't that be what God is instructing us to do, instead of building the 40th cathedral that we have now in Ghana? It's about
this is what we want our youth. This is what we want our youth to understand, that we continue keeping quiet for these leaders, the politician leaders, continue doing this, keep us under the slaves of these white people.
Yes.
We keeping quiet. We keeping quiet.
Yes.
Watching these pastors
and that
continue
exactly
using the
why
Bible and that Christianity.
That is exactly why we need people like Abraham Ben Moshe and A Plus and Yahura and what is it, P Black and yourself and anybody else and all of those people to wake the people up. Because you see this, you're the leader of your country. Why you won't think that this man is trying to do the best for your country? Why you won't think that? Anybody that would vote a man into power, you would have to assume that he's going to do the best thing by the country. And that is why we need people like Abraham Ben Moshe to spread this myth, because he's strong and he's not quiet and he doesn't care what insult you bring left or right.
People call him devil. People call him devil. People call him devil because the guy is speaking the truth.
That is
the problem of black people. That is the problem of black people. They hate the truth. They don't want to hear the truth from any black person.
No.
I don't know how our mind has been programmed.
Because when we came and we brought this nonsense and we brainwashed your people, we have also taught you to hate each other. What black man hated a black man before a white man got in between and whispered in this one's ear and whispered in this one's ear and taught this one part? Why is there more than one religious scripture? To divide and conquer. That's why these people were given the Quran. These people were taught the Bible. Now these black people are fighting each other.
Exactly. We are fighting, killing ourselves for these white people in Nigeria. And the Muslims are killing Christians a lot in Nigeria. They are killing the Christians because the Muslims think that the Christians are on the wrong side. And the Christians think that the Muslims are also at the wrong side. So the Muslims think that in the Quran says you should fight for Allah. In the name of Allah, if you fight, if you kill, or when you get killed in the name of Allah, Allah will grant you heaven. This is nonsense. If this God is so powerful, why can't that God fight for himself? But this God needs a follower to fight for him to get killed or kill somebody before that God will grant the person heaven. This doesn't make sense. We have limited ourselves under this control, and we are now killing ourselves. We hit each other. We don't want to come closer. Even in Christianity, we have Methodist Church. Those who goes to Methodist don't friend those who go to Pentecostal. Roman Catholic. When I was a Christian.
The list is endless.
Yes.
The list is endless, and all of it is about dividing and conquering. They don't want Africa to be united, because if you guys are united, you will become the superpower of the world.
That is the main problem. That is the main problem. They don't want Africans to be united, because when they came in Africa, they saw it that we love ourselves. We are one. So all this fight, all this mental slavery, it wasn't there before.
No.
They said, no, let's go and divide these people. Let's break their backbone, which is their culture heritage, so that they will love what we want to give them. So now, in this leadership side, before in Africa, it was the kings and the queens who were ruling the nation.
Yes.
By that time, we were having peace. We were living peacefully, loving each other.
Yes.
But they saw it that no, we need to overthrow these kings and then bring new way of leadership to these people. That is politics. And they saw that we have traditional cultures that protect us, that makes us know God, that help us to fear sinning. So they said, no, we need to change this traditional culture in order to give them religion. They brought us Christianity. Then later, the Arabs also brought us this so-called Islamic religion. And that has divided us, putting hatred in us so that we will hate each other. So what I'm trying to let our people to understand, as you are a white lady, and you have now confessed that it doesn't make sense for us black people
No.
Keeping ourselves in this under of this puppet, it doesn't make sense. So we need to come out.
The number one
We
reason
need
why
to come out from living.
The biggest thing for this thing about it not making sense is that the people that bring it to you do not govern their country by that book. They do not. Here, religion has nothing to do with how the government runs the country. And if they try, there will be an uprising and you will be gone. It is that simple. It doesn't need to be in your country because it's not in the country that bring it to you. It is not. The enslavers are not using this anymore to control their people. They're not, because now they have their laws, their rules, their police stations. They have all of this stuff that they can use to control people. Now, that one is just for fundraising. The church stuff, you go for your belief or for your faith or for whatever it is. But it's not used to control. They don't use it to control anybody outside of your country anymore. And they will keep pushing it on your continent. They will keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it because they do not want you to be united. They don't. Because the second Africa is united, then the UK people will be peeing. That will be it. They will be running scared. The Americans will be running scared. Oh no, what have we created here? We couldn't stop it. Now this is a snowball. As we had here when they came here. And me too, I wish I had it. If I had known you were going to read your letter, me too, I could have found the letter that they wrote about our native Australian, the Aboriginal people here too. Writing that they're saying, these are nothing but savages. Savages. The Aboriginal people were the same like your people. They had their culture. They had their many different languages. They believed in their ancestors. They believed in their dreamtime stories. And all of this stuff was peace and harmony. They had their own laws, their own traditional tribal laws that had nothing to do with the white man law. Even today, if you're an Aboriginal man and you commit a crime, you will pay the white man's time, then you will go and your tribe will deal with you also. So you better behave because you will get punished twice. They came here and they wiped, and even now we don't have it. We don't have it here now. They came and they did the same thing to the native people here. And we are not governed by any book. You won't see an Aboriginal man walking around with a book. They didn't take it. So because the Aboriginal people didn't take it, they slaughtered them. They systematically tried to wipe out an entire culture, and they still failed. They came and took their children and tried to make their children, the lighter skinned ones were allowed to go to school. They removed their children and put them into white homes to be raised as whites. So because it's about divide and conquer. They couldn't get into the mindset, so they decided to wipe them out. I forget where I was going with that.
Okay, so I think we will let another people to come in so that they will also come and then say what they know, or if they have a question, they will ask a question so that maybe you help us with the answer, you know. So my last word to we the African youth now, that we need to wake up, my brothers and sisters. Let's forget this. Let's throw away this fear, the concept of heaven and hell. My brother, it doesn't make sense. You are not going to burn. No God, no loving God will set a fire that if my children sin, I'm setting this fire so that there is a day coming that I will just burn them forever and ever. This doesn't make sense. You as a human being, you cannot do that. So if you cannot do that, you have to know that the God, as we claim as the creator, won't do such a thing. No. It doesn't make sense. No. And secondly, the youth, we need to react now, because this our political leaders are now doing things that will benefit them, but not what will benefit the nation. Let me put it that way.
It's a perfect point. It's a perfect point. Why could the president spend all this money building a cathedral whilst we have school children who can't attend school? They can't afford the fees. We've got elderly, sick, pregnant women lying on floors in hospitals because we don't have a healthcare system. What is this cathedral going to do? What kind of an evil-minded person can say, let's build this big building that will do nothing whilst the people are suffering?
This
What kind of leader is that? That's
idea
not a leader
of
I want
building,
leading me.
my dear, this idea of building this cathedral is all because of the white people, because he thinks that this white, you guys will come down in Ghana to you know,
Sankofa.
it doesn't make sense as tourism because of this cathedral that is built in 2019.
Cathedral, even in my own country, I am not coming to Ghana to see a cathedral. No white person is coming to Ghana to see a cathedral. If the white man who wants to go and see the cathedral will go to Italy and see the big ones that are how many years old with their roofs painted, and it's just a historical building. It's not even a religious building anymore. It's just a historical building. How many cathedrals we have perhaps here in Australia? I couldn't tell you, and I'll tell you why I can't tell you, because I don't care. I'm not going to waste my time going and visiting a cathedral. Ooh, nice building. Whilst I have many, many other historical sites that I can go and visit. Why would I do that? Let me go to Independence Square. Let me go to Elmina Castle and see where the real slavery started. Let me go and see the end of the line for the suffering of my husband's ancestors. Let me go and see that. I'm not coming to see your cathedral. I don't care how pretty it is. I have no interest in it, and no white person, religious or otherwise, has any interest in going and visiting a cathedral in Africa. There are the pyramids, the Sphinx, the River Nile, the Independence Square, Kwame Nkrumah. Sorry, Kwame. You threw me. I was going, and you made me make mistake. Kwame Nkrumah's statue, his shrine where he is buried. The big gigantic bridge that I swear I am never ever crossing. I don't care. It's not happening. I will go to the forest, but I'm not crossing the bridge. There are so many historical places. Why would anybody come there to look at a cathedral? This is not bringing money into the country. It's just not.
Okay, if I will come in, what I want to ask her. Okay, what about our leaders? Mm-hmm. The first thing they do is when they get to be the leader, they travel to outside. They travel to Western world.
Yes.
They go there all because they want to go and seek advice. They want to go and see whatever beauty that they can come and build it. So some we Africans, we're wondering why is it that when you come to Australia, you go to Canada, you go to London, you go to everywhere, and you see how they have planned for their country, how they have benefit from it.
That's not what you bring back. You don't bring back any of that stuff. And some of these, your presidents, how educated? They've been educated outside. Am I incorrect?
Yeah, they all.
Right? Yeah. They got their big education outside of Ghana. So they lived outside. They've seen how the white people are governing their countries and creating wealth for their people. But yet they don't bring any of that stuff back. They bring none of it back. All they want is to go outside, they get their presidency, and then they start hopping from country to country and visiting all the other prime ministers and presidents because they want, we friends. We see me, I'm big man. See here now I'm with Trump. See here now I'm with, I don't know, whoever else. This one is not. It's about show. It's about show.
Okay, what about like in Australia here, how they govern here is if you can be a president, you can be a prime minister today, but tomorrow you can be thrown out if you mess up only one thing. Australian government is a secular. He doesn't believe in Christianity. Not about he doesn't believe.
He's actually a very, very devout Christian.
Yes.
It doesn't come into the running of the country.
I think some people want to call in. So
okay, brother, my
last word that I will say is our people, please, let's wake up. The youth.
Yep.
Let's wake up and so that we can react. For our leaders to see that we are now awakening people. Yes. Yep. They will see that we are now awakening people. We are no more going to tolerate that they have foolish thing that they are doing in our country anymore. Thanks to you all once again. Those who loved my English and those who laughed my English, I thank you all. I hope we are just trying to, enlighten ourselves. Yeah, but what I would say, thank you to everybody, and we will meet next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, brother. Bye. Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
And as you were saying,
Yeah.
irrespective of the reasons why the presidents leave the country, whether they're visiting, whatever it is that they don't take the ideas and the ways of governing and bring that home and implement it in Ghana. And that's, I think, is the biggest mistake. But there's reasons behind it, because their strings are being pulled by outside, and they know if they implement this stuff, then their pockets will no longer continue to be lined, and the money will go back into the government. It will, it will go back into the country and to the people. Why would you bring some idea that will stop your own pocket from being lined? Whilst you know you only get 2 terms and you're out regardless. Is that correct?
But people cried.
Yes.
People believed. People put a hope that if you come, you are the one.
Isaac
are
Afu,
going to,
yes, exactly.
going to, so let's go and my brother Rooney, my brother Ruby, can you please send me invite, please? Can you send me invite, please, brother Ruby? Please, can you send me invite, or can you comment? Can you comment on it so that you can write underneath and I can call you? Then everybody who want to come on also can join us. Brother, can you call me, please? Brother Ruby. If you can just text me. I'm very
Andy.
Yeah, I'm very sorry for but I just
Yahuda, Akwaba.
Brother Ruby.
Yahuda said call him.
Oh, okay. Brother Ruby. Yahuda. Yahuda. Brother Ruby, please. I want you to send me a comment down there. Send me just a comment. Then I'll call you, brother. Let me take Yahuda for now. Everybody have a chance to talk whatever he want. Any questions that you think is good, just bring your ideas and we go. Please. Yeah. Yahuda. Akwaba.
Yeah. Okay. But you also be able to.
Oh, nyamia dominia ne mo mpaibo. Yet yapo.
I'm saying, I just joined the program now. I don't know the topic. But I want to me comment about say ejuma na sisi a yafa na aye den ye no. Aye den. Aye ejuma aye den. Because for the white man to brainwash the black, it took them 400 years. Until ejuma na aye no. Ansa na manfo beti ase. Ansa omehu se dia ye kan ye no kore no. E be take much and long time. My album we should keep on. Everything. Kakra. Now I want to give credit to your woman. Say Bruni. That woman what me abo na num don say. Omo abro.
Yahuda line no mun sheda nye papa.
True.
Yeah.
Mebona baso say onko so no nya de oye no. Aga na de ton ya jiska.
Nana.
Adena yan kakra je. Meka so no bi so aye den abaso. Madam was so. Any aduma pa mo ya so we should keep on.
Yeah, that's
Me patcher doki me dabi. I do not understand the tree. Only small. So
that's it. Bye. Nana ajikum bacho mebra mame mfa wonso mbra na wonso ebe pie mu na wonso eka bebi kire atifo nana. Mr. Ruby, please just let me know, please. Mr. Ajikum Akwaba.
Hey, thank you, my brother. I also greet our wife.
Thank you.
You guys are doing an amazing job. We appreciate your effort. Thank you very much. You see, it is unusual to see a white lady or a white man telling the African people the truth. But we are seeing the truth from our sister. So our sister, may God bless you, and may our ancestors bless you too.
Thank you.
My appeal to the African people is that they must listen to you. You are telling them the truth.
Thank you.
All the things that you are talking about is just the truth and nothing else but the truth. We have been brainwashed and been programmed,
yes,
to disbelieve our own culture. Because we're in the African continent, that some group of people came, they saw our culture and they started demonizing our culture. So because of that, now we don't even trust ourselves. Our African people, we even see our skin color as a curse.
Yes.
We see
yes.
the food that we eat as a curse.
Yes,
all
it's
the
very,
rivers
very
and
true.
all
That's what,
the
and it's
natural
very,
things,
very, very sad.
yes,
You know,
all the
we here,
natural
we
things
have
in
one
Africa.
small baby, and this girl, I promise you today, tomorrow, she will never, ever hold a white doll. I will not let
Yes.
this child grow up to think that a white is prettier, is better, the white doll is the best. No, no, she will never have a white doll. She will only have her Africa dolls. I promise you that today and tomorrow. This girl will grow,
Yes.
her skin is not much darker than my own, really, but she will grow and know she is African. It's that simple.
Yes. Yes, it is. That is the truth. In the United States, I live in the United States here. You know, we have these people we call the fair skin people. The fair skin people, those whose parents are either white, and those people, they still regard them as black. If you see them, you see some of them, their skin look like you, but because probably they have different nose or something like that, then they regard them as black people. They don't even value them. So this is what I want to tell Ghanaians. All the things you are saying here, you and Abu Trika, is just the truth and nothing but the truth. We must listen to you. You live in Australia. I live in the United States. I have never seen the United States government entertaining the Bible. In the United States here, they do not entertain the Bible in public schools. They have banned the Bible in public schools. The government is saying, hey, if you want to teach our children, do not bring the Bible into classroom here. Just teach them the programs that will, prepare the students to become developers. But in Africa, we entertain this book that when our people go to a classroom, they teach them Jesus and Muhammad. And because of that, our people don't reason normal. And this is what we would like to tell the African people, that the white man who brought the Bible to you doesn't use the Bible in the classroom. So African people, please, God is not a property to be owned. The way African people praising, thinking that they are worshiping God, that is not how to worship God. So we have to appeal to the African people. The way you guys just go to prayer camps, go to church and all that every day, that is not how the white man does his thing here. In the United States, I have never seen them going for prayers in classrooms under trees, just like we have been doing here. In the United States, the country is being governed by the Constitution. The United States Constitution is not being governed by the Bible. So in Ghana, why is it that our leaders and the people ruling the people just entertaining the so-called men of God? They are not men of God. They are the people who have been called by themselves. Nobody called them. It's just because they want something from the people. They want money from the people. And they keep deceiving the people. So we have to educate these people. There is one guy here. He did a debate with Abraham, and he is just typing something he himself don't understand. Misa, this is what I will tell you. Travel to United States, live here for just 1 year, and get sense. Okay? We were all Christians. Yeah, Misa, you weren't Christian more than me. I was born into the Christian family. My mom, my dad, and everybody was just Adventist. So we know the Bible past you. Do not think that those who are here talking about, oh, let's go back to our culture, they are fools, because you said they don't know what they are talking about. Misa, you are not educated than our white ladies sitting down here. Neither educated more than Abu Trika. So when you go to somebody's page, please do not insult, because we are here to learn. This is the first time in the history of African continent we are seeing a movement which is shaking Christianity and Islam. So everybody should pay attention. Sometimes some people will say, oh, what you guys are doing, this is not the first time some people did it. It is not true. This is the first time that we are seeing a massive shakeup in the African continent. And the massive shakeup is about, let's go back to our culture. Let's go back to our culture. We have been fooled. We have been deceived by these white people. They came and deceived our culture because we are here and we don't see white people the way our people do back home. Oh, we are worshiping God. We are doing this. That's not how they do here. Please, we want the African people pay attention and listen to our sister. She is telling you the truth and nothing else but the truth. If you think that she's lying, please, we will just encourage all those African people calling themselves men of God, men of the children of God. Please learn. Please learn. Your president wants to build cathedral, thinking that he can invite foreign investors or whatever into Ghana. That is not true. We have cathedrals and basilicas in Rome and across the whole Europe. So who would prefer coming to Ghana? Who would prefer coming to Ghana to look at a modern day 2019 cathedral? Nobody will do that. Nobody will do that because there is no history attached to that. I would prefer going to Rome instead of coming to Ghana. So we should advise our president.
Been standing for so long, and it's very beautiful to look at. That's the only reason nobody is coming to see a cathedral built in 2019 in Ghana. They're not coming. They're not coming.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. And we have people who are supporting this idea. You see, the idea came because there is somebody in Ghana parading himself as the nation prophet. And he lied to the president that the president was chosen by God. When we went to the polling station to cast our vote, we did not see any angels. We didn't see any God. The people wasted their time and they cast their vote. But
no
now,
God chose anybody for anything. The only reason you were sitting there in that office is because the people of your country voted for you based on your lies. That is the only reason you are sitting in office right now. Not because some God floating around somewhere in the universe said, oh, we choose you. So that means that God then also went to the minds of every Ghanaian and said, you will vote him, you will vote him, you will vote him. Then he was busy. Gee, this is nonsense.
Pa Junior said I was criticizing the white. Yes, and I criticize the white because I live in the white man continent and I know the damage they have done to Africa. Yes. You think I'm scared to criticize the white man? No, I criticize them all the time because we even know what they are. They keep oppressing the African people because they don't want us to rise up. They don't want our people to wake up. Somebody is oppressing you and you are in Africa supporting them. What is that? Africans, please let us wake up. In Europe, in the United States, in Australia, in any part of the Western world, they don't use the Bible to rule their country. And they don't entertain the so-called men of God, people who have established churches under trees and in classrooms. These people are taking advantage of the ignorant people and the innocent people. So please just wake up. We are not just here to just tell our people, oh, please wake up. We know the damages these people have done to the African people. What is more damage than somebody when they prevented us from not using even our own language as a national language? Now we use the English language. Our people go to classrooms.
That you can go and see a school in Ghana and have English only written on the building. That is the stupidest thing I think I have ever seen. That you can have a school and have English only whilst it's in Ghana and your language is Tree, and this is ridiculous. All of it is ridiculous. All of it is about continuing that slavery. And the same thing for this cathedral. Now the government is running scared because they know this movement is coming. So maybe the bigger the cathedral, the more we can continue to enslave and control people by using this cathedral and this big pastor who is the advisor to the president and trying to fill the minds of the people with more rot that we need this cathedral. It's all a form of control and maintaining that religious slavery over the country so that the people will be quiet and let the government continue to be corrupt and to continue to take the money and put it in their pockets and send it outside to the people that are pulling the strings instead of it going inside the country and profiting the people.
Yeah, that is what they are doing now. They are just in the African continent with all the resources that we have. You see, if you come to Ghana, The Ghanaians, anywhere they found themselves, they brag, oh, we have this, we have that. We don't have it. We are just the watchmen, taking care of the resources for white people. Look at look at the petrol, diamond, gold, bauxite, and all the resources. We don't get anything from these resources. We only
Mr. Jukum line.
Come to your country.
Mr. Jukum line.
Oh.
Fine.
I think I'm lost. Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can still hear you.
Can you hear me?
Mr. Ruby.
Okay, this is why I just want to end here. You see, the gold and the diamond and everything that we have, the Ghana government, the share in that resources is just very small, peanut. It's just peanut. We have a gold, and these people, their share is about 98%. And the whole of Ghana, our share is just 2%. So somebody is saying, oh, you are speaking ill about white people and blame our leaders. No, we depend on the resources to survive. So if somebody is just taking all the resources from you in the name of, oh, I have the logistics and you are using my logistics to mine, and for that matter, I have to give you 2% and take 98%. Something is just missing. Okay, this is the reason why we are struggling, because we don't get anything out of the resources that we brag about Ghana. We don't get anything out of it. So African people, just wake up. Just wake up. People don't want the African continent to progress. They want the African continent to be destroyed.
Yes.
They want to see us traveling overseas, going to Libya, dying there, struggling, begging them, going to World Bank and then begging for money. Because they keep telling me here that they feed Africa, that they give us loans, they give us so many things. And I ask them, what loans do you give us? I don't see the kind of help you guys give us. Probably the help you guys give us might be supplying weapons to rebels and then other terror groups in Africa. Because I don't see these people.
And they think it's big. They think the help is big because there's some white woman sitting in her 5-bedroom house who sponsors some poor child in Africa, and she thinks she's making a difference for the entire continent. You're not doing anything.
Yes.
You're not doing anything. Ghana doesn't need money from outside. Ghana needs to keep their resources inside and sell them to outside. Get rid of the Chinese people that are taking all of your gold. My goodness, how rich would Ghana be if the gold was inside for Ghana? Can you imagine if the government put rules and regulations in place and said, okay, China, you want to come and build your mine and dig our gold? Then 90% of your workforce have to be the local people. They have to be Ghanaians. And for every gold nugget you take, this is the percentage of it that is for us. We get the majority and you get the small one. Can you imagine how rich Ghana would be by now? Rules and regulations and laws. You can't spoil the land. You can't do this. Then 90% of the gold mining workforce would be local people. How much money would that inject into the economy?
Yeah, that is so. You see, when they came and they brought the Bible, they translated the Bible into the local languages, but they could not translate physics, chemistry, biology, and then the other important subjects into the local languages, just because if that's into science, and they will understand technology and engineering. So because they want to tie us down, they only translated the Bible, and now we have. I think cut me off my.
We get you back now.
Mate.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was in no contribution. God bless you so much. This is the kind of souls that we want. We want people who have the natural heart that they want to fight, not to benefit, but for everybody to be equal. Because it will be sad when I will be full and I will see somebody is dying with hunger. I will be very sad when I can pay my mom hospital bills and somebody mom will die because of money to pay. So we need to unite and make Africa great again. Mr. Jukum, God bless you. And Name on count. Let me take Mr. Ruby. Mr. Ruby.
Because you take too long.
Yeah, Mr. Ruby. I want to bring you back, Mr. Ruby. Yeah, Mr. Ruby, for you to also add more, Mr. Ruby. Because Mr. Ruby, I'm calling you, and yes, Mr. Ruby, brother, I
Yeah,
salute
yeah.
you.
Good evening. Good evening, my
Thank
big
you, brother.
bros.
Thank
Good
you,
evening, my
brother.
bros. Oyibo, I greet you, sister. How are you?
Oh, me,
Yes,
I'm
good evening,
fine.
my
Hi, how are you too?
yeah, I'm good. Greetings to my people all over the world. I'm a Chimbezimo Koma. I'm a Republic of from Republic of Biafra, and I believe in humanity. All hail Biafra.
Oh,
Oh, oh, Mr. Ruby, Mr. Ruby, you will come again. Yeah, we will come again. Mr. Ruby, say your camera.
it just says we can't bring you.
Yes.
You just try again.
No, I will try Mr. Ruby again, and after that, I'll go for the next caller. Mr. Ruby, we're calling you back again, please. Yeah, Mr. Ruby. Yes, the network just cut off.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So according to what I was talking about, there is one thing I'm telling my people. Like me, I'm a living witness. I just want to say a little story about myself, what I understand about who I am as a black man, the way they call us. Because naturally we are not black. It's the name given by us, by our slave masters and Africa. We are not Africa, we are not black. Right now, sometimes I'm ashamed of my people. Where my people are talking about what they don't know. You ask yourself, you are talking about God, you are talking about Jesus Christ, you are talking about Bible. Ask yourself, who translated Bible? The person that translated Bible was King James, and King James was homosexual. He was an homosexual. Go and look at the issue of King James. Now they translate Bible to you. What about your writing? What about your writing? Because the one we are using now is alphabet. What we are using now is alphabet. We are not using the rewriting. We have to tell ourselves the truth. Now, when we talk about religion, let me tell my people the truth. The reason why they brought you religion, how people are understanding me. The reason why they brought you religion and Jesus Christ died for your sin, because these people think that we the blacks in next generation we are going to fight back. That's what I think. They think we are going to fight back. That is why they brought you Jesus Christ died for your sin, so that when somebody offend you, you have to forgive. But I always tell them one word when I post a picture, when I post something, I always say that one word. I will never forgive or never forget. Because me as a black guy, when I was small, my late mom, may also rest in peace, she always take me to church. And they always force me to go to church. They beat me to go to church. And I don't know that when I was coming up, I don't know that there is one thing, my life, there is one thing my spirit want to use me to do. I later stay with my grandmom. I understand about tradition. Like in my family, we have oracle, the thing they call oracle. We have every juju in my family, of which that is what I believe. I believe in spiritual because I'm natural. Now, let me tell people one thing about this God people don't know. The original name of God, the original name of Satan is God. The original name of Satan is God. Because I keep telling my people that God is not Onyame. Onyame is different from God. Chineke is not God. Chineke is not God. And I keep differentiating this thing for my people because the day Africa accept God and Jesus Christ as their Lord and personal Savior, that very day Africa accept death and pain and sorrow in their life. Now, I would like to tell my people something they have to understand. Don't think they brought you civilization. No, they brought you death and pain. Don't think they brought you Jesus Christ is to brainwash you and destroy you so that you don't think to retaliate back when you understand what is happening. And Africa need to understand that when we talk about Bible, the Old Testament is talking about the history of Africa. Like me, I'm Igbo, I'm Chimezie, I'm Igbo. If you go to Genesis 46 verse 16, you will see the name of my ancestors. Arode, Aleri, and Aguileri. I'm from Owerri. You see the name of my ancestors because these British, they are well educated they're well educated because we Africa, we do go to church, but we don't understand Bible. We do read Bible. Now, when I was small, my father always tell me one word. He said we are not poor. He said, but the problem we have is poverty. He said, because poverty will make you call your home mother winch. And what causes that poverty? What causes poverty is religion. And what brought religion?
Yes.
Religion is politics. Now, how did this thing came to Africa? I will remember century years ago, these people that brought this civilization, they come to Africa. How did they come? They come with sickness and hunger and disease to Africa. And Africa accepts, and we accept them. We accept them because we don't know them before. We see a strange people because we are already civilized already. Because we are, when you look at Deuteronomy, we look at Exodus 20. We talk of Exodus 20. When you read that 10 commandments, that 10 commandment is natural way Africa way of life. Africa will don't kill. Because if you go to history, they were never in history. They were never in history. You fight that Africa we have ever fight. No. We start fighting each other is when they give us border, when they give us boundary, when they start giving us border. Like in my community when I come from, when you commit sacrilege, they will not kill you, they will banish you from the village. They will chase you away from the village. Maybe after many years, your children will bring you back. We never want the key. We love each other. We are spiritual people because we the Igbos now. Like with the Igbos, our name give praises to imaginable to Almighty Creator of heaven and earth. You see, now when we talk about those things, they take normal of Africa way of life. Normal, if you watch the story of Jesus Christ, you have everything about Jesus said. The good thing is doing is Africa way of life. It's normal Africa way of life. They converted it to us and they give up because if inside Deuteronomy 28, it tells you that a nation from afar, a nation which language you don't understand will deceive you. Of course, you don't understand English. Of course, we don't understand English. Not only that, they wipe away your generation, they kill the old men, they kill the old women, they kill the chief priests, they invade new generation with English. They wipe away our writing because we don't have writing again. We don't have writing again. So the only thing that will save Africa, the day Africa will leave Jesus Christ and God, believe me, Africa will be great again. I'm telling you the truth.
Yes.
Because when you watch in Africa, religion has made my people not to know that. Like in Europe here, a white man prefers to go to church. A white man prefers to go to work than to go to church. A white man prefers to go to work than to go to church. But in Africa, a black man prefer to go to church than to go and work.
Yes.
When you ask them, they tell you they are trying to get the job because the government refuses to provide job. But instead of them creating job opportunity, they are building church. But I'm not blaming them because it's the same white supremacy who laid those foundation upon the government because they are the ones still choosing the same government for us. Now, I want to let there is one man that made call. I want to let him know one thing about our tradition. Bros, there is nothing evil about our tradition. That is one. And let me tell you one thing. You see native doctor. Native doctor is never African tradition. Native doctor is not African tradition. Native doctor is an oracle. Native doctor is an oracle. He can come and visit you. He will tell you that I want you to work for me. I want you to work for me. It's never. Now, we have three things that hold Africa. Those three things that hold Africa. One, we call it Dibia Anyanzu, which is native doctor that consults the spiritual of the community. We have another one. We call it tribal Dibia. We call it Dibia Mporogun, which is the tribal medicinal native doctor. We have another one, Abalis. That is three things that hold us. So in natural way of life, when you look at 10 commandments, it's normal Africa way of life. They don't need to teach you. It's imbued. Africa will respect our elder. We don't kill. They were never in history. You can never find anywhere in history where they tell you it was the time Africa are fighting. We start fighting each other is when we accept Jesus Christ as our Lord and personal Savior. And these same people make us understand that the reason why Jesus Christ come to die for our sin, they say that Jesus Christ looked in the earth. They say that too much bloodshed. They are killing people for human sacrifice. Then Jesus Christ have to come and die to sacrifice his blood so that there will not bloodshed again. And I'm asking Africa, when there was not Jesus Christ, there is nothing like bloodshed in Africa. Because when you kill an innocent person, like in my place, we get Chuamadion, he's a god of thunder. When you kill an innocent person, immediately it will take you. It will take you. It's a thunder. It will take you. Like in my family, we have a calabash. We have a calabash in my family. I'm a living witness. They didn't tell me. We have a calabash in my family. Then when the rain come, what we believe, Chuamadion, it will bring a thunder. It will bring thunder, a light to that pot. It will take away the old stone and bring the new stone. And that new stone it will bring, they will use it to wash and give it anybody with poison. It will vomit everything. But today in my family, because of religion, they destroy all those things in my family. But today they are crying today. And everybody is looking for me and putting hope on me that, Ruby, you have something to do because they see that I'm the one that believe in ancestors because I believe in spiritual.
Yes.
I believe in spiritual.
The ancestors and the spiritual stuff, that
Yes,
our
yes,
ancestry
yes.
and our spiritual and our cultural stuff, that
Like
goes back
me,
further than any
like
book that
me,
any man has
like
ever
me.
written.
I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe if I die,
No.
I'm going to heaven. No. I believe
No,
when
no,
I
no, no,
die,
no,
I'm
no.
going to meet my ancestors. I'm going to
Yes.
meet my ancestors.
Yes.
I'm not going to any heaven.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that is
Even
what
the
we believe.
concept of heaven and hell makes no sense. The concept
Yeah,
of hell
yeah.
is that if you do evil
There
deeds on
there
earth,
is
you're going to hell.
there is another mistake Africans are doing. Now, a pastor can go and buy bulletproof car. It's not a problem. A governor can go and buy bulletproof car. It's not a problem. But why an African man will go to the ancestors and acquire for natural wisdom of bulletproof to protect himself, they will start killing him. Why? Because they don't know that natural one from the native daughter was already created by the Almighty. Almighty created all those things. We are lived by natural roots and herbs. The day Africa accept Jesus Christ as the Lord and personal Savior, that very day Africa accept HIV. That very day Africa accept disease, syphilis. Okay, look at Deuteronomy 28. Start from 42. Then we see all the whole cause, all the whole diseases is affecting Africa. Because why? Africa accept Jesus Christ and God as their personal Savior. Because when you give birth to a child, if the child said that he don't want the mother to take care of him, when the child go away, later he will remember his mother and come back home. That is the problem we're having today. It's only Africa. If only Africa will leave religion alone, Africa will know who they are, and they will destroy border. We don't have border. Africa, we don't have border. We travel to each other.
Yes.
We love each other. We don't kill. That is the reason why when you talk about the book of Enoch, many people have read that book of Enoch about the fallen angel, about the 200 fallen angel. Now, according to the history, because I know those things is real, but it's not talking about Africa. Now, when the fallen angel came down, they meet with the children of men. They teach the children of men how to build arms. But we are not the children of men that build arms. That is the reason why today Africa don't know how to build arms. Till today, Africa don't know how to build arms. But till today, the people that brought you religion, there is no arms they cannot produce. To tell you that they are the people, you are not the evil. Now look at the Christianity in Africa. They are killing the Christianity in Africa. The Muslims are killing them. But look at when you kill Muslim in Africa, you will see Saudi Arabia, you will see different Muslim country. They will start protesting. But who is protesting for Africa? Christians in Africa. Nobody's protecting them. They only protect themselves with the blood of Jesus. How can the blood of Jesus how can the blood of a dead man protect a living human being? And these same pastors, they will protect themselves, they will protect church members, blood of Jesus, and protect themselves with security and bulletproof. And those same pastors, they have spiritual bulletproof, which is from our ancestors. They have it. They have it. Yes. Because to me, the reason why the Christianities in Africa are running away from their tradition is because they are wicked. Because Christianity, they are afraid to say the truth. They will tell you leave it for God. Yes. Christianity, they are afraid. Yes, they are afraid to say the truth. I watch them, bro. They will tell you leave it for God. Ask Christianity. For Christianity man to say the truth, he will tell you don't judge. That is all they say. It's true, bro. I'm telling you the truth. They will tell you don't judge. If you tell me don't judge, why do we get soldiers? Why do we get courts? Why do we get police? If King Solomon ask Almighty, when Almighty ask King Solomon, what do you want me to do for you? What did Almighty King Solomon ask? He said, give me wisdom to judge my people.
Yes.
That is the truth. And we Africa, we don't judge. We Africa, we don't judge. It's the spirit judge for us. The spirit judge for Africa. When you kill somebody, innocent person, the spirit will take you immediately. And they will not bury you home. They will go and bury you in evil forest. Now, Jesus Christ now come and die for African sin. He said, behold, all things are passed away. Everything become new. Now, you can go and sleep with your brother's wife. Then I will forgive you. Of which is a very sacrilege. It's a very big sin in Africa. Today, the same people that brought you Christianity, you can get married to a man can get married to a man. Of which in Africa, when you try that, the God of Africa will take your life immediately. But because we deny all those things, that is why we are suffering. But people like me that do not deny those things, if somebody like me, I'm not afraid. Like when I go Africa, people start searching, people see me, they shout blood of Jesus because they see a cowries in my head. I'm not afraid of anything because I so much believe in spiritual. Bro, I mingle with Christianities. I was born and brought up in a Christian home. When I was in Libya, I converted to Muslim in Libya. When I came to Europe, I fell in love with Rastafarian. I see that Rastafarian is the way of life, is a natural way of life. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus Christ. I don't believe in religion, but I believe in humanity. I believe in freedom because
Yes.
life is my right. Life is my
That's
right. It doesn't matter where you come from. And there is one covenant between we and Almighty. There is one covenant between we and Almighty to show how original we are on earth. A black man must be a circumcision. He must have that circumcision, both man and woman. That is the covenant between blacks and Almighty. But Jesus Christ is not circumcised. He's not circumcised. Revelation 1 verse 15. Revelation 1:14 verse 15. He's not talking about even that nonsense they brought that called Jesus Christ. He's talking about you as a black man because it's your history they brought for you. Africans have to understand that those pastors, when they go to the native doctor, anything they tell you, you believe. They will put that sickness on you and they will heal you. Okay, now those same pastors, I'm asking them, the same God that give them the vision to see the bad spirit that is disturbing people, why that same God not give them the spirit to know what is the problem of Africa? This same pastor, they will continue casting, they will cast and ban spirit of darkness. How can you cast and ban spirit of darkness? But you cannot sleep without darkness, my brother. You cannot sleep without darkness.
Yes.
These same criminals, these same pastors, they will come inside church. They will say, God want to lift someone. God want to lift only one person. I don't know who is that, but more than 200 people will come out and make offering. But God want to lift someone, bros. Who are they deceiving, my brother?
It's the problem.
Who are they deceiving? Because when you finish university, my brother, you go inside church, start crying that God will give you job. How can God give you job, my brother? Because instead of creating job opportunity, bros, you are building churches. You are making the youth running away from their responsibility, bros. We can do more better than the people that brought you Christianity. I'm telling people, don't think they brought you civilization. No, they didn't brought you civilization. They brought you pain and death. I'm asking Africa, what is the meaning of HIV? HIV has no meaning in African language. It has no meaning. But those sicknesses start existing in Africa is when Africa accepts religion, when Africa accepts Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ make you believe that you are free to sin and come, I will forgive you. That is why death are everywhere. If the same Jesus Christ, because I keep asking Christians will tell you, say God is Jesus Christ. You say Jesus Christ is God. You will ask the same Christian, how Jesus Christ, they will tell you that God come into spirit as a Jesus Christ. And the same Jesus Christ, when in the cross, start crying, Father, Father, why did you forsake me? You see where people are confused, my brother. The same God is still crying, Father, Father, why do you forsake me? Because Africa don't understand that they are the natural people. Till today, now they will say Jesus Christ, the Son of God, the life giver. But the Bible misinterprets it, and the Africans are confused. It's not S-U-N, it's not the S-O-N, it's S-U-N. Not human being. It's talking about soul. That is why when you go to the sea, when you go to the sea,
that is
bros,
a new name for them.
I am a Rastafarian, bro. I believe in Rastafari. I believe in humanity, bro. Because Almighty created the world and beautified it with humanity, bro. When you go to the sea in the morning, early morning, when you go to the sea, when the sun rise, you see the sun top of the sea, bro. What is sun? Sun is energy. The sun is energy, bro. Sun is life giver, bro. You cannot live without sun, bro. That is true. So that sun you see is the energy, is the life giver, the Son of Almighty. And with the Igbo, we have it in our name. With the Igbo, we have it in our name. We have that name, Anyanwu. Anyanwu. We answer that name, Nwa Anyanwu. The women is Nwa Anyanwu. Why the men is Iwa Anyanwu? And we have that commandment, Iwu nke Chukwu. Because we Africa, we have already living in that natural way of life, natural law, without police, without soldier, without any army, bros. I'm telling you the truth. When I was small, I remember the storybook we were reading when I was in primary school, where they are talking about there was a village, how they are living, they talk to animal, anything they need, they get. Bros, he's talking about Africa. It's pure truth. We get whatever we want. Now look at the great men in the Bible: Saint Michael, Saint Anthony, all those people are the conquerors. All those men are the conquerors. That is why Africa, the more Africa are praying with that name, the more the glory are going to them, not you. What about your ancestors? That is the reason why they will never show where there was a time that Africa and the Korean masters are fighting. We didn't fight. They didn't bring war to us, bro. They didn't bring war to us. It's sickness and disease and hunger brought them to us. And I said that they live with us for so many years. For more than 3,000 years, they live with us. They study us very well. They start changing the way of our life. You know, when who you don't know, who you don't know, the color you have never seen, that should give you something. You will try to go and keep it and always see that thing. That is how they enter us, and we accept them. What they do, when they have colonized us, finish, they start imposing their religion on us. Now they start fighting our kings, our chiefs, our traditional leaders. So when they go to the chief priest, when they conquer the chief priest, they will take away the book, the writing they see there. They go and study it. Now, how King James know that Chineke is God in English? I'm not an Englishman, but the Bible said that a nation from afar, a nation which language you don't understand, will deceive you. He's talking about English, of course. Of course. To tell you how natural we are, Africa, we don't have passport. Africa, we don't have passport. We don't have ID card. We have tribal mark. But today we don't do those things again. When I see your tribal mark, I know that you are from Ghana. That spiritual healing, that spiritual, I would say, when you put this bulb, there is one bulb where they call that bulb with when you come closer to it, it will switch on. I forgot what they call this bulb. That is how Africa is. So when I come to you as a black person, that coal, that dew will hold me. I will know where you come from. That's how we are living, bro. Every Africa believes that we are princes and queens on earth. We don't kill. They were never in history because Jesus Christ didn't come and die for our sin, because we are born without sin. We don't commit sin. Jesus Christ didn't come for us, not because of us. The reason why they say Jesus Christ come is to come and why Yeshua HaMashiach, because HaMashiach is different from Christ. Why HaMashiach come is to tell us that the people we are living among them, they want to deceive us. That is what HaMashiach is trying to do. Now, when I'm telling Africa,
brother,
the problem we're
having,
bro, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot.
God bless you, bro.
It's true what he said. It's true.
If you read the comments,
and divide and conquer.
If you read the comment down, I think a lot of people are praising you a lot. And as I said, I know what comes from your mouth is the heart that you have. And the heart that you have, you don't want it alone. You want to share. And that is what Africa we need to be. I say, Oyibo Obroni Yasantua, she is sitting here and now educating our people. And yet,
bros,
you can still have.
I'm sorry to say this. I want to say one word. I want to say how evil that name, God, that God. I want to say how evil that name is, God. That name is evil. Now, when you go to White House in America, what you see there, in God we trust. In God we trust. And inside White House, there's no evil. There is no evil you find in White House you cannot see. When you look $100, when you look dollars, you see in God we trust. And me and you know that one eye in dollar is luminatic, bro. If the one that make me feel pain, bro, is that White House. In God we trust. And in that White House, they say ammunition. They build different ammunition. They plan how to destroy humanity. In that same White House, they put in God we trust. But because the original of Satan is God, because it's the one that come to the earth and declare himself the light of the world. He will take over the earth and it will become the top of the mountain. Him is the God. That is the truth. And I'm trying to tell Africa, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of who you are. Start telling people the truth. God will not judge you. I'm telling people the truth. If God will not destroy Boko Haram that is killing Christians, that means I talk with my mouth. It cannot do me anything. It's true. It is time for we Africa to get up and tell those pastors, get away. We don't need you. Because they are the one that put that sickness in you. Those pastors, they have something. When you listen to them, they will catch you. Once I was in Africa, I go to church. Then the man was praying. I didn't fall. He was praying for me. I didn't fall. He was praying for me. I didn't fall. The next thing, he tell me that I'm a killer. He said, I've killed someone. I said, Pastor, I have never killed anybody in my life. I have never killed anybody in my life. Then the man was trying to, I said, no. Then the next thing, the man tell me that, he said, I am possessed. I said, yes, I agree. I know that I'm possessed. I didn't deny. He said, which spirit he said that I said, yes, I'm possessed by the spirit of stubbornness. I know that I'm stubborn. I know very well that I'm stubborn. That is my problem. Sir, I've never killed. The next thing, he start talking. He said, I have a big spirit that is using me. I said, yes. I said, because in my family we have Ofo. What is Ofo? Ofo is God of justice. We have it in my family. But today my family now, when I was small, in 1994, my uncle come from Lagos. He meet my father in Benin. He tell my father they want to destroy that Ofo. Then a pastor tell them to destroy the Ofo. Then my father tell them that this thing you want to destroy, It has been there for right from origin. Leave that thing alone. Our problem is poverty. When their mates are going to school, they didn't go to school. They start going boy. But the new children, their new generation will change everything in that family. They refuse. They say my father is an evil man because my father refused them to burn their ancestors. Now, bros, they take that thing, they go and burn that thing. Could you believe that the man that burned that thing today, the man died on a gutter? His son that joined him to burn that thing today, the boy cannot walk with his foot again. Then I was asking them, that offer is, because they say that offer is our problem, is the thing making us no progress. Told me nothing is disturbing me. Now, I have two sisters in Europe, and me, 3. Offer is still in that family. The Juju is still in that family. My cousin is in Germany. The other one is in China. The other one is in Dubai. We still have that offer. That offer is still in that family, bro. We are 10 in number. My mother born 7 girls, 3 boys. Offer still in that compound, bro. So that particular family is the one thing that offer is disturbing them, and they cannot renovate their father's house. And that house was built when offer was in that family. Because you keep fighting what you cannot see. How can you bring a pastor to come and fight the spirit of your ancestors? You are driving them away for what? They are not your problem. Your problem is that there is no job opportunity. Your problem is that you depend on God will do everything for you. Your problem is that you still listening to those pastors. The pastors are the reason why there is poverty in Africa today, bro. Look at some churches, more than 10,000 population, bro. More than 10,000 capacity of church, bro. These people will collect money from prostitutes. They will take money from politicians. They will take money from criminals. They will take money from 419. They will take money for ritualists, bro. What about the poor people? What about the poor masses, bro? Sometimes I meet some people, they tell me that, Ruby, you complain a lot. They say I should stop complaining, that I'm okay, I'm in Europe. I say, yes, I'm okay, I'm in Europe. My family are okay. But there are many people who don't have the same opportunity I have today. That is why there is jealousness. And they will be jealous until there will be no first class and second citizen of any nation. Because when you are rich, I'm not rich, there must be a grudges. It's for sure. But in Europe, nobody care. Nobody care. You are rich, you don't rich. It's your problem. But they make those pain. Of which in Africa before, in Africa without civilization, what we have is enough for us. What we have is enough for us. We'll talk about technology today. All those things they destroy in Africa, they're the one using it today, bro. So I'm telling Africa, we don't worship idol. Africa, we don't worship idol. Don't let anybody to deceive you. Native doctor is not African tradition. It's not African tradition. It's just an oracle that holds somebody. He can choose me now. He can choose me to work for him. It never be African tradition. This never be. It never be. It's just an oracle in part of African. It's just African culture, not African tradition. Because African tradition and custom is different from culture. Native doctor is culture, not our tradition. So, bro, we don't worship idol. We don't worship idol, bro. We only call the spirit of our ancestors. The people that worship idol is Christianity. Christianity is the one that worship idol. E.g. Mary, Jesus Christ, St. Michael, St. this one, they mold all those nonsense inside church, used to deceive innocent people. They turn the men and women to lesbian and homosexualists, all in the name of Reverend Father and Reverend Sister. And in our language, when they say, Ama Mefula, my family will never close. It's a name in my language. Let Africa use their language to understand who they are. You don't need Bible. African people don't need Bible, man. You don't need Bible to live life. You are natural. What you need in your life is to respect humanity. That thing they will do you will hurt you. Don't try to do you somebody. That is why me, bro, I believe in spiritual. You know I believe in spiritual because I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school, bro. I'm spiritually blessed by wisdom, bro. When I want to talk to my late mom, if I want to talk to her, when I think about her today and tomorrow, the next night she will come and meet me. She will come and meet me in my dream and ask me, my son, what do you want? I will explain. He will say, no problem, bro. That is the pure truth because I believe in spiritual, bro. In my community, people come to my house and shoot gun in my house because they said I have break record nobody have ever break. I came back from Europe. I stay in my father's compound without fence, without police, without security. I tell them, you want to come and steal? Come. Just come. When you come, you will take broom. You will start sweeping my compound. It's not a bad thing, bro. It's not a bad thing. It's natural to show Africa who we are. But Africa think it's bad thing. Now, bro, they put camera in your house. Thief will come there. He will enter the house. He will kill the person. Then you put something. When the thief come, he will catch the thief, and the person starts sleep. Which one is better? It's better he catch the thief. But camera will allow you to go and kill the person. Camera just only see you. But all those things, Africa forget all those things. They think it's evil. It's not evil. Those things are not evil. If you want to come and kill me, you kill yourself. That is why Almighty created all those things, because Almighty know that we are coming in a crazy world. The reason why you are seeing these rituals, all those native doctors that kill people, the reason why you are seeing those native doctors is because of those things that hold Africa is not there again. When the real spirit when the real mother Africa, you don't see rituals. No, you can never see rituals because Jesus Christ make you believe that when you do rituals, He can forgive you. That is why they are doing it. It's true. When there was no civilization, we don't know what is rituals. We don't know. Most of our parents, they train their children in school with farming. It's true. Look at the evil thing that is happening today. It don't happen in our forefathers' time. Even our forefathers have been brainwashed. They have brainwashed. I'm talking about centuries. But when we are telling people the truth now, it's very difficult for them to believe. But I use myself as an example. I say, don't fight for God. Leave God to fight. Like there is two things I'm telling. There is two things I'm telling Africa. And I want Africa to understand that God and Allah is not the same. They are not the same. They are deceiving people. Now in the Quran, bro, Allah has no child. He has no mother. He has no father. But in the Bible, John 3:16 verse 1, He said, "For God so loved the world, and He sent His only begotten Son." So, bros, who have father and who has son and who don't have son, they are not the same. But when you ask the shameless Christians, they will tell you that it's the way of translation. Don't confuse. That is how the people are. They are not the same people, my brother. So we the Africa, what we believe, our name give places to what we believe. Our name gives us to what to believe. Today, when Africa gave birth, they give English name and your tribal name. But when they gave birth to these same Korean people, they don't give the English name. They don't give the African name. Africa have to be proud of themselves. They tell you don't to be proud of yourself. And the same people tell you that heaven help those who help themselves. Heaven help those who help themselves. So if heaven will say like that, so why do you think that God will help you? You have to help yourself. But why we cannot help ourselves in Africa? Because these same colonial masters, their hand is still upon us. Their hand is still upon us. We are not slavery by only slavery, not only both mental slavery, both a way of life slavery, both dressing slavery. We are living under life of slavery this time around. Only if Africa will go back to that tradition and hold them, that whole law that bind them and hold them. And I will tell them the law. Anybody will carry Bible, make it open Exodus 20. Make it count the law with Africa. Then you as a black man, ask yourself whether not be on our way, natural way of life. One, Africa, we don't insult our parents. That is why we honor our father and our mother. We believe in that thing. At this my age, I'm 33 years old. I cannot hold a woman on a neck in the presence of my father. I can't try it. That's our way of life. But it's in the Bible. They bring it for you to learn. So you Africa don't need to learn. It's already your way of life. That shall not kill. That shall not kill is in the Bible. The reason why they say that shall not kill, because when you kill an innocent person, the gods of Africa will take your life. That is why Africa don't kill. That shall not be a false weakness. Why they bear false weakness? We say, if you want to go and bear false weakness, you will never wake up. You will never wake up. But it is written in the Bible. You see, that shall not convert your neighbor's wife. It is written in the Bible, but it's African way of life. You don't sleep with your brother's wife. When you try it, the God of Amajan will take your life immediately. So why Africa see those things? Why Africa see those things in the Bible now? It become new thing to them. Why Africa see those things now? It become new thing to them, bro. You see that Exodus 20 is Africa way of life. It's Africa way of life. It's like Genesis 46 verse 16. You will see the name of my ancestors there. My name of my ancestors is there. It's there.
Yes. Yeah.
It's true. Because these people, they never conquer the Igbos. The Igbos, we are the Hebrew. We are the Hebrew. They never conquer us. That is the reason why we come to Africa today. The Igbos are the most talented and the most brilliant in Africa. It's true. Followed by Ghana. It's true. And that is why if you watch most of the Ghanaian language, it's related to Igbo. Like Ghana will say Okoko. As they say Okoko. We they say Okoko. It's the same thing, the same meaning. So Africa will have one general language that band all of us, but the colonial master destroyed those language. We identify ourselves not with passport, but with tribal mark. We identify ourselves where we come from. Our king, our queens, they don't oppress us. We have hunters. Everybody do everything. What they know us. like if you watch those idols they say we worship, we don't worship idol. All those things are our father will look, because before there is nothing like camera. We do art, we cast. That is how to know how our parents look, our forefathers. But we don't worship them. But those things today, they still those things. You can meet them in England. But the same Africa will say, when Africa meets in Africa, they'll tell you that thing is idol. But African man will go to England, he will pay to go and watch that same thing he called idol in Africa.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
You see the problem, bro. You see the biggest problem. So Africa have to wake up. We are not Nephilims. Africa have to wake up. Africa have to believe that you are natural. You are natural.
Thank you.
You are natural. You have different
brother.
color. You have different color. You are natural. Okay, look at the Sansi and Delilah. Sansi and Delilah, but they paid Sansi to be a white man, but white man don't have dread. He don't have dread. When you talk about Yeshua Hamashiach, what the Yeshua Hamashiach they call Jesus Christ. Go to Revolution 1:14 verse 15. He's not talking about that man they brought to you as Jesus Christ. He's talking about a black man, bro. He's talking about black man, because when you talk about Christianity, when you talk about Christianity, the Europeans, they are the ones that take Christianity to Jerusalem. But when the time comes, we will know the real Jerusalem, because Ethiopia, when we talk about Ethiopia, I'm telling you that Ethiopia is the real Jerusalem we are talking about. Because today now, I believe that Ethiopia is. I believe that Ethiopia expands from that place to Jerusalem. Because today they have the road, there is road there today. I believe that Ethiopia expands from there to Jerusalem. And those people that occupy there today, they study Ethiopian language, they study Ethiopian way of life, and claim to be part of there. You see, and when we talk about the great king in the Bible, none of them are from Europe, none of them are from America. They are blacks like me and you. So when Africa is talking about Christianity, I will tell Africa, where is your writing? If you can,
yep, bro. Yes.
If you cannot prove me,
bro,
right? If you cannot prove me your writing, because our writing is never the alphabet. Our writing is not alphabet.
Yes.
If you watch Ethiopia, like Ethiopia, that is how our writing is, bro.
I think, bro, you have said a lot, and I think.
Yeah, God bless you, big bro.
What you have today is something else. Can you say something?
Oh, I don't think I even have words for this man. I think you are beyond. I think Abraham Ben Moshe.
Yeah, you can ask me any question. You can ask me any question. You are free to ask, bro. I can answer any question you ask. Yes. I can ask any question answerable. Anything you want me to tell you, spiritual and physical, bro, I can answer.
They know you can answer everything, so nobody's coming to ask you anything.
Yes, because
rather they should sit there and just listen. If they sit there and listen, then they will have everything, all the information.
You have enlightened a lot of people on this platform. A lot of people
Almighty bless you,
your message so much. Yes, brother. And you know, a woman cannot sit long, you know. So all you
are old more than me.
So bro,
and bro, please, I want to quick to put something. They want to quick put something. There is one thing Africa need to understand about. I want to make them understand about Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, bro. Adam and Eve, it never exist. I want to let Africa know that thing. The meaning of Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve is not human being. Adam and Eve, it mean humanity. Adam is man. Eve is woman. And of it, that is the two things that in this world, man and woman. So Africa don't think that there is one particular person that gave birth to all of us. No, because in the Bible, it says Adam and Eve with Cain and Abel. Then Cain killed Abel. Then Cain run away. Where Cain see wife that he got married to. Africa have to understand that those things is to brainwash them. Is to brainwash them. Make them forget all those things. Adam and Eve is man and woman, is humanity. It doesn't mean that there is one particular person that say apple, that snake give apple to somebody, that the person eat the apple. All those are typical life on the feet of colonial masters to brainwash who is greater than them. To today, African man does not calculate money with calculator. We don't calculate with calculator. We use our brain to today, my brother.
Yes.
Almighty bless you, my people. I really appreciate you for inviting me, big bros. I really appreciate you.
God bless you. God bless you so much. God bless you. And after the program, you'll hear from me, bro. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate all what you have come and enlighten our Africa our Africa people. And thank you. You say something.
Papa. Me, I don't have words. Yeah. I really don't. I don't think there is anything that you didn't touch, and I don't think there's anything that you can't answer. So me, I'm just to sit here and be here and listening to you. Me, I'm proud that I can just hear it today and hear it in person.
Yeah, when I see,
thank you so much. Thank you, because you are what the country needs. You are what the continent needs.
Yeah, when I see my people that get married to white people, you know I'm happy, because the revolution, the revolution, the only white people that will leave is only the one that get married to black that is going to Africa. That is where we will have a miscall again, because the revolution is coming to Europe. It's coming to white race very soon. There's going to be a mass destruction, and the only people that will survive is only people that get married to white and black is the only people that will survive in Africa. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, because Africans we have to get prepared, because it's getting an end now. We have to give thanks and praise to Almighty for the life He gives to us today. Bless King.
Thank
bro.
you, brother.
I really appreciate you. Bless, bro.
Thank you, brother.
You are welcome,
Thank
bro.
You.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye, bro. Bye. Oh, thank you, each and everyone.
I think he needs to get some water and wet his throat, because
my
goodness.
You know, this is what.
I think if we can bring this guy every week, then me, I don't need to talk much.
This is something that you are fighting for. This is what we are telling our people.
Yes.
But they yet still don't want to believe
and
it.
you can still see, even as he's talking, the people that are criticizing. He's just telling you the truth.
The truth. He's just telling you the truth. So he's just telling you the truth. Nana, pacho me fro. Nana pacho me fro. Nana. Nana fache me. Nana, please forgive me. Forgive me for that I see like you trying to contribute and I keeping you long. But as what our brother have come and joined us, I think he has said everything also. Welcome.
It's for the good of it. All right. Can I be heard, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and my greetings to everyone. I want to talk about just two things, and then others would come in. You know, I'm talking in the case of Ghana, please. For 62 years, good years, we have known that there's been problems. Talk of slave trade, and then talk about we being dependent on the white man. That has been 62 years after that event. So if today we would sit here and still complain that our problem is the white, I think we are deceiving ourselves. I think our major problem as a people is our leaders. The kind of people we give power to, the kind of people we choose as our leaders, they are our problem. What I think is that these leaders we have as politicians in Ghana now, it is their forefathers who sold our forefathers to the whites. And they made money and took care of their kids. It is them that now are ruling us. So they still see the citizens as slaves. They still see us as slaves, and that we do not deserve anything good. And that is why everything they do is about them. I don't see why a president will be thinking about building cathedrals whilst the ordinary citizens fall sick and there are no beds for them to seek treatment. I don't see why people sleep on the streets of Accra, and then the members of parliament will be thinking about building a new chamber for themselves. So it is obvious that our leaders till date still see us as slaves. And that is our problem. We need a revolution, not necessarily to pick guns and then fight, but then we need an awakening.
You need a spiritual and a cultural revolution.
That is it.
People need to take back their country and their culture and get rid of this nonsense.
Look, we're saying that the white man gave us English and then we're still keeping it. Look, India was just like us. India was also once ruled by the whites, the British to be precise. But then after independence, they decided, look, India has over 3,000 different dialects, over 3,000. But they decided to make one their national language. Ghana have just about 48. So what is stopping us to choose one out of these 48 to make it our national language? Look, people with wisdom are missing in our parliament simply because they are unable to speak English. And that is our problem.
Yes. And they will go and they go on their campaign and they speak their English. And my mum and my baba in their village in Abingrum can't understand the English that these people are speaking. So they will vote for who? The one who looks the nicest, or the one that waves the biggest flag, or how will they even make a decision to know who they will vote for?
The issue is, the current establishment favors those in power, and they continue trying to perpetuate their position. That is the problem. Look, they know that as long as the citizenry remains in poverty, they would continue to enjoy power. Simply because once you are in abject poverty and you have no resource to depend on, during election times, they come with a peanut, you take it and then you vote for them. That is a problem. The youth needs to wake up. The youth need to wake up. For a week or two, let's be in the streets so that no economic activity can go on in the country. When that happens, the government will come to a halt. And then the person will be forced to step down. And our constitution has used its forgiveness. It is bogus now. The constitution protects only the politicians. It protects only people with power. Because I don't see why a young boy of about 15 years will steal just 10 Ghana cedis, which is less than $2, and then will be jailed for 10 years. Then you get a politician or someone relating to a politician stealing millions of dollars. And it will take years. It will take years for Ghanaians to get justice. We don't get our money back, and the person walks free in the country. That is the kind of injustice we suffer as a country. And we need to stand up. We need to wake up and defend it. I wouldn't want someone go blaming the white. No. These politicians schooled, some of them grew up in the white man's land. They know how the white man went to make things right for their citizens. So if they are not doing it, it is something deliberate. Ghana do not lack anything to develop. We have everything to develop. The problem is we lack good leaders. And it is so because we are always choosing the wrong people. We are always choosing people who are greedy, people who are self-centered, people who have siphoned from our public funds, and then we see them as elites, we see them as the rich ones, and we still vote for them. That is our problem. If we do not stand up as a people, I mean, we will continue to complain, we will die and go, and then the next generation will come and nothing will change. It is about time we need to act. And that is why the likes of TPP, the likes of Abraham Ben Moshe needs to be encouraged. My sister, you're doing a very fantastic job. Ghanaians need to wake up. I mean, religion is part of our problem. But the issue is, when you go to the white man's land, when someone do not have employment, where you go is to go to a job center to look for employment. But in Ghana, someone has no employment and they go to churches. That is a bullshit. And it is simply because the government is not creating any opportunities. We are turning out graduates who come out to be unemployed. I graduated in 2012. We were about 5,000 graduates. And I can tell you, to date, not up to 5% of my colleagues have employment. Not up to 5% have employment. So, if you have a country where people have nothing to do, it is obvious that crime would increase. Because people will try whatever they can to survive. So corruption has become necessary. People overwork and they are underpaid. For instance, a politician in Ghana takes not less than 15,000 Ghana cedis a month.
Wow.
15,000 Ghana cedis a month. A member of parliament. This excludes other allowances they enjoy. And yet, you get his driver taking less than $200 for a month. So it doesn't make sense. It is an indication of injustice. Those are the human rights
And it's
abuse
a
we need to
vicious
rise
cycle,
against.
is what it is.
Yes,
It's a vicious,
when
vicious,
someone is a
vicious
criminal
cycle.
in Ghana, he's being forced by politicians to be criminal because they are creating no opportunities for him.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it is not everyone who can stay or who can survive without money. So the person is forced into crime.
Yes.
Those who would not want to do crime try crossing to Europe and they die on the Atlantic. Day in, day out, people are dying, and then our leaders are quiet. This is why we need people like Kwame A+. We need people like Ben Moshe. We need Ghanaians to come together. And bro, it is sickening. I want to use China as an example. Look, China, I think, started their development agenda around somewhere in 1982. And they needed only $52 million, just 52 billion US dollars to survive. And I can tell you, out of this 52 billion, about 26% of that money was given out by their diaspora, Chinese in the diaspora. What are we also Ghanaians in the diaspora doing to help our country? Look, the likes of Kwame Nkrumah struggled to get to Europe. He learned, he had every opportunity. He could have stayed back in Europe and then enjoyed his life peacefully. But then he did not think of himself alone. He thought of every Ghanaian. And it was the reason why he went back to Ghana, worked as a secretary general for a political party, and through that, he won independence for the Ghanaian country. It behoves now on you and I, who are out of Ghana, who can see clearly the injustice our people are suffering, to come together. Look, when you try to go alone, they will frustrate you. Those whom this current establishment favors would obviously frustrate you. And that is why we need to come together as a group. Let's imagine that we have about 1 million Ghanaians staying outside the country, and every one of us decide to contribute $1 each per every month. You can imagine how much we are able to raise within a year. And you can imagine how much we could do for ourselves. You know, when we make the politicians unnecessary, when they realize that we, the citizenry, are doing things ourselves, that is when they will begin to reason. That is when they would know that the cost of an airport will not cost us over $200 million. But with just $30 million, we can build a new airport. Let's try to make them unnecessary. Let's try to make them irrelevant. When we do that, that is when we can make a difference. That is when things can change. If we do not, we will continue complaining. We will die off and go. The next generation will come, and then they would also face similar fate. It is about time we take the bull by the horn. These people should not be allowed to, you know, this is inhuman treatment to subject your citizenry to such standard of living. That is the worst form of slavery. It can't be compared to even what the white man did to us. If you live in your own country and then survival becomes something very critical, it is the worst form of slavery. So, and it is even worse off than what our forefathers were subjected to by the white men. We need opportunities. They need to create opportunities for us.
Yes.
Once there are opportunities, you will see people picking them up. You will see people working. Ghanaians are not lazy. They are in the churches because there are no jobs to do.
And they go there with their
And
money.
you know, the simple issue is where there are problems, there are opportunities. You take the problems and then you turn them into opportunities. And you know, it is as though our leaders lack common sense. there are certain things you don't need to even think outside the box. It is just common sense. You need just common sense to make sure that I will do this, and then I know that this will be the end product. Look, we had sat down to date. We knew that our population was growing and that we needed more infrastructure for education. We did not, and then we introduced this free SHS, and now people are double tracking. Let me tell you something. This is a prophecy to you. In a year or two, the first batch of these free SHS students will be going to the tertiary level. I bet you they will sit down, and then there will be pressure on our tertiary institutions, and they will be forced to introduce this double track system also at that level. It's simply because they are not thinking. They lack vision. Look, Nkrumah built Akosomo Dam about some 57 years ago. Then Ghana's population was less than 10 million. And yet the dam was built such that for centuries to come, it could still support Ghana.
Because you don't have a Ghanaian woman sitting next to you, you are a disgrace.
So that it could support Ghana. Our leaders came and left. Leaders came and left to a point we had to experience doomsday over 2 years before we tried finding solutions to our problems. The current leaders we have are just selfish, they are greedy, and they think only about themselves. It is about time we get people who are selfless, who are dedicated, who do not think only about themselves, but about the citizenry. You know, they say leadership is a call to serve, but do we see our leaders serving? When they ride in V8s and then the ordinary Ghanaian struggle to join the trotro, when they travel to the Western world for medical care, when our ordinary Ghanaians do not get even hospital beds to sleep on when they are sick, it is very obvious, it is very clear that our leaders only think about themselves. And it is about time we need to change that setup. Again, now corruption has become endemic in the country, and that is something we need to fight against. There, I would not blame only the politician. I would blame every Ghanaian, because right from the airport, when you enter Ghana, the immigration officer there wants to take bribe from you. You join the taxi driver wants to dupe you. You get home, even your own siblings would want to dupe you. And it is because of the kind of poverty we experience in the country. We need to try as a people to also change our attitude. We need to start thinking collectively. I mean, why must it be competition when there can be collaboration for development? Let's always think about the common good. When everyone is happy.
So this to Benson, this Benson Adutuum, please, Medasi Pa for your comment. Thank you very much. Thank you.
When everyone is living a happy life, that is when there will be peace. Humanity is about being each other's keeper. Humanity is about serving each other. Humanity is about loving each other. These are natural life principles. You don't need to be a Christian or a Muslim to know this. We are born with it and we should live with it. The current system must be changed, and it will take you and I. We need to come together as a team. We need to come together as a group and then try to make a difference. Thank you very much for the opportunity given me.
Thank you, brother.
Others come.
Thank you a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Yeah, you see, this is the stuff that we Africans or we Ghanaians we need to fight. Now it's about time.
Yes, it's time for the wake up.
Yes,
it's time for the wake up. We can't blame our parents, but because it was just a systematical brainwash. But in this technological era that we are in now, where we have access, and they have access to all of the outside information, you can read the history of the British people and what they did. So it's not about now we can continue to blame and blame and blame. Now we need to wake up, and we need to take the steps to change it and make it better for our future generations. And if we don't do it now, then it won't ever happen. You know, this systematical brainwashing that continues even now with the government and these churches, and this is the same, like, if you hear a lie often enough, you will start to believe it.
Yes.
You will, if you hear a lie often enough, you will start to believe it.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I think action need to be taken. Because if we want to keep on talking about this each and every day,
yes,
we won't get to where we want to be. Africa, we need to just stand up now.
Yes.
Because the politicians know, as far as we have put them in power, they will remain there until the time they fed up.
And that's what this guy was saying. He says we need to make them irrelevant. That means you need to take control back and put all of the infrastructure. Do it for yourselves. Do it for yourselves. Make these politicians and our government people irrelevant. Make them irrelevant, and then they will need to do something to become relevant again. And that something is going to have to be something so great that it makes the continent and the countries inside the continent of Africa to be that superpower that it deserves to be.
If not, because Nana
This
said
guy
it.
has asked many times.
Yeah, I called before it. Please, can you watch your phone? I'm calling you, Nana. Nana, I'm calling you, please. Yeah, Nana. So when we come, we just make it a bit so that it's almost what time now?
1 morning.
Yeah, it's
1:30.
Yeah, 1:30 morning in Australia time, and yeah, let's just look at crack. Nana, thank you for joining us.
Abu Treka, you are doing a good job, and thanks to your wife. This is a great job, man.
Thank you.
The first time I saw you people was the first day you were talking about Abraham, and today I woke up just to join you because it's late here. Before I go out, there was somebody who was talking about seeing a white man with you, and that's a shame. Yo, what we want you people to know is our ancestors were all over the world. Some went to Australia, some went to Europe, some went to whatever they were. So if you see a black man with a white woman, and the woman is telling Africans to wake up, you have to know she just have the color, but then the heart.
Thank you, brother.
It's so simple. It's so simple. Let me tell you one thing. So let me tell you one thing. When I came to Colombia, the first girl I met and I had a baby with, she was telling me, Shady, why are you believing in Jesus Christ? But she was a white. But that time, I used to believe in Jesus Christ and all those crap. But she was the one telling me, but I'm from Ghana, I'm from Africa. Why don't I believe in my ancestors? And I'm talking about Jesus Christ. So that have taught me a lot.
Yes, I was tired for telling this guy. If not for Abraham Ben Moshe, I think he is still in it, and maybe our marriage is finished. Because it didn't matter. I tell him. But yeah, each and every person in their own way and in their own time. And now he is here educating his people also. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. Before we are no more, but now I remember her because I remember when I first saw her, that's what she told me. Hey, I'm from Colombia, but I believe in gods of the Yoruba, and I was like seriously, these are idols and all those stuff. But now look at me.
Oh, the Greek gods. Yes, because the Greeks have gods for everything. That makes more sense than one god controlling everything.
All right. So now let me get my conclusion to everything. One, yesterday when Abraham was doing his program, I think when he was ending, we didn't pay attention to him. Before he made all the analysis, one thing Abraham said was like, you people are saying this is Abraham talking, but see to it that it is not Abraham, it is my ancestors talking through me. That was the last word he said before he ended. But I think he himself, he didn't pay attention to it. So that's why I wanted to come here today. Just to emphasize on what Abraham said before he ended the program. And during that time, he was pouring out whatever is from his heart. When somebody is talking and it's from his heart, like the Nigerian who came to talk about our ancestors, I saw it that our ancestors were talking through him.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, man.
Well, thank you.
Man,
thank you.
Anyone watching this program, everyone watching this program, I was about to go. I'm about to go to a program to teach about libation to some of our girls, because now I'm eager to raise up the girls. Let me tell you something, man. The women are so powerful that we need the women. So I always say thank you to your wife. In the Bible, they don't respect the female energy. But let me tell you one thing that nature is teaching us and we don't know. Before the earth can give us productions or can produce fruits for us and some stuff to us, the plant or the earth need the rain. So the energy, like my brother said, is both and man. But in their Bible, they don't pay respect to the woman energy. In Akan, when I'm pouring my libation, I first raise the water or the alcohol to Ochediampong. Second, to Mother Earth. Mother Earth, Asaseya, that is my language, Asaseya. Why did our ancestors give her that name? That was Yese or Asase. That's a woman energy. So much respect to your woman. Now, the only thing I want to say across is what? How can we fight? We are always talking, blah, 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 blah. You know what? What I will enforce my African brothers to know is, look, we have to pour libation. We have to call on our ancestors each and every blessed day. If you know how to pour libation, that is the root of our spirituality. Now, let me tell you something. If you go to the Romans, these are the people who brought Christianity because it was created on what? AD 350. That is the Council of Nicaea. Go and research. Christianity was created by the Roman emperors, and during that time they killed a lot of people. So before religion came, they killed a lot of people. So religion was created, right? Now, if you go to the Roman Catholics and whatever, they have something called St. Patrick's. They have something called St. whatever. These are their ancestors they believe in. So now you are in Ghana and you are in Africa. Did St. Paul came to Ghana? No. There are people in Africa. If you are unaware, when you are pouring libation, please mention the name of your gods. If you're an Ashanti, mention the name of your gods, the water around you, man. We need to wake up. Not waking up is by only coming on live and talking, man. I always say we need our spirituality because we can't fight them. We can't. No, we need spirituality. That is the only way they were able to enslave us, because what they killed our spirituality by bringing us the Bible and we live in our spirituality. Man, it's time for you, it's time for me to instill in our next generation. Whatever happened is gone. Right? Now it's between me and you to wake our people up. Let's instill into our children. Man, like pouring of libation is the root of the spirituality. When you call on our ancestors, like the boy was saying, man, we have a lot. Yes. When the girl told me, like, oh, Shady, you've been talking about our spirituality, you've been talking about we should go back our roots. Now, come and tell us about libation. So today I'm having a program on one of the girls' program. You know what? I sat myself down. Man, know yourself. Whatever you need in this world, you don't have to go to a pastor. You don't have to go to a church. Know yourself. This is our spirituality, right? Let me tell you, this is a testimony. That's what I do now. I sat myself down. I meditate. I use smoke to meditate. Like the man was saying, he believed in Jah Rastafari. How you meditate, use it. I use weed to meditate. I meditate on myself as the God I see in myself, and I told my ancestors, I want the truth about libation. Man, only at dawn at 3 o'clock, they wake me up. Go and listen to this. I listen, and man, if I tell you what, you'll be marvelous. In our language, we say yekogunsa, yengunsa. Sorry to use the chi, sweetie. Yengunsa. You say yengunsa. You have to explain to her. In our language, we say yengunsa, yeyi apaye. Now let me tell you why they are calling these people bosom and all that. Bosom is nothing like devilish. Bosom is nothing like evil. What I learned from our ancestors is this bosom were the people that bring us together. So in my language, we call something sipe. Sipe is when somebody thinks about something bad about you, it will catch the person and the person will start to confess. That was what the bosom was doing. Bosom led us in what? In a righteous way. But now because of Christianity, they are telling me Jesus Christ came to die for me. When you tell me Jesus Christ died for me, so this is a visa you are giving to me for me to sin, because if I sin, I'm going to ask for forgiveness. So they are afraid. They don't want to tell the truth. Yes. But in our spirituality, we were the truth speakers. Because if you don't say the truth, like our brother was saying, yes, the gods will what? The tipe will catch you. And you come out to tell the truth. My brother, my sisters, my generation, whoever is listening to this program, is a thumbs up. Man, we need to wake up, and we need to wake up our gods. Our ancestors are with us. Wherever you are, learn how to pour libation in the right manner. If there's a river around you, go there and pour libation. Mention the name of the God. Mention the name of the river bodies. Let's start by doing this, and you'll see what will happen in Ghana. We can't be speaking always. We can't be coming online and always. We have to do what our spirituality wants. There was a time, or this is the time, they know that we are going to wake up, and that is why there's mass revolution going up. Thumbs out to Abraham Ben Moshe wherever he is, and thumbs up to you people yourself. Man, we need to wake up not only by talking, we need to do the necessary activities. I'm going to one of the programs to teach about libation. Man, pour libation when you are supposed to. Learn how to pour the libation. Go to the river bodies, talk to them. Man, what do you need in this world that your ancestors can't provide for you? When these people are using Saint Paul, Saint whatever, that is for them. What about you? That is an ancestor. Saint Paul came from wherever he is, and he's dead. And they are saying he is a saint, right? That is what they think. Your ancestors came here. Some people died for you. So if they are talking about their Saint Pauls, allow them. You to be proud of yourself and talk about your people, your ancestors, your grandfathers, your mothers that are dead, man. If you need something for everybody, man, you are telling me you don't want to work. I've been getting the calls. People are writing me, Shady, teach me how to get things in this world. Teach me how to pray. Man, the only thing today I'm giving for everybody free. Don't come on my messenger. It's this. One, if your father or your mother is dead, everybody who have a lovely person who is dead, if you want something, if you want your work to go through, if you need a work, I'm showing you for free. And it's from my ancestor. I talk to them every day. I see them, they talk to me. If you have somebody who is dead, that's why in the Bible they say angel. There's not somebody white person with the wings. Your angel is your mom. Your angel is your father. So if your father or your mother is dead, now they are in the ancestral worlds. Let me use our chief. We have in Samampong and we have Asamando. Because she's not going to understand. So I don't want to go long. How the people see their saint. If your mother is dead or your father is dead, now if you have a river in your place that is governing you, go there. Mention your mother's name. Meditate on your father. Mention him because now he is in the ancestral world. If there's a Jesus Christ that came that we believe we have to pray through Jesus Christ, your mother is your guardian angel. Speak to your mother who is there. Speak to your father who is there. Speak to your ancestor who is there and see the changes. Pour libation. If you know how to do it, if you can use water, pour it into a water or a can of something. After that, bath with the water. That water you use to pour libation, don't pour it away. Pour in a bucket. After that, shower with that water and you see the changes in men. These are the spirituality we have. We don't need a pastor. We don't need a Jesus Christ. We know ourselves. But it's unfortunately, man, we have been brainwashed, and that is why we have been praying 31st. Look at the number of churches. 31st night, everybody is going to church, but we've been praying and there's nothing happening to our country. We are lost. We are lost. If it is not for religion, how would a president build a cathedral in the expense of the lives of their people? And if I'm saying, they'll say, no, you hate Christianity. No, man, it is religion that is the downfall of Africa, like my brother was saying, to believe it or not. It is religion because they brought, man, there are many things I can say, but because of time, just let me leave to other people. But what I want to tell my people is, man, if you know how to pour libation, if you know how to believe in your spirituality, meditate, let's do it. Let's all, the Nigerian people, they have started calling on the Igbo, the gods he was mentioning. That's the real thing. Whatever the man was saying is real. It's real. You understand me? If you come to Ghana, if you are an Ashanti, go and pour your libation. If you are an Ewe, if you are from wherever, you know the gods of your lands, go to them. Let me all start one each and other. Let's start by what? Inculcating this habit into our generation. Thank you all.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for contribution. Welcome. Bro, you best share one corner because what
Mate.
That's it. Bye. You see, we have some stuff that Africa. This is what is killing us. This is what making Africa. We always fighting with each other because there's many things that we think when we do that it's not good. It's like you are a criminal or you are a spiritualist or you are whatever. But nobody does this in Africa for something that's not good.
No. No. When you empower your spirit, you empower yourself. And that's what it means about reaching out to your ancestors and embracing the spirituality and culture. That's what feeds your soul. That's where you garnish everything that you can possibly need is from that, not about a book.
Atiefo, yam say kasi yedi akira ye be kwa na yakoka. Eye oba ya asantoa. Obroni a ono de wo say meko na magye bibiman ama wo se wo hu obroni ya asantoa. Wo se ono de obeko odi nanim nyam beto ho. Se de Ghana fo ebimu ya no oya. Abraham de Mose katambia ya no ya obi abetena ho ka asem akire won na unua na ono so te won ogu anim ase na obai to so hu eno na de bia Abraham de Mose ka no eno na yenua ye bra na de kunum eno na ye bra iba ye won so beka eno na tiefo nipa dom ni nyina ba oba ba beka no abibifo se yanka ye ho amu ni ye nja bai te na emwa wu enye oba wanya ya asantoa ewe enko an won wo ku wo woni so ahodo ogu ho na da kro mu nyina ebetwa asia ase ene omo ne mo bebo atwede because ye ka asem akirem na se ntie die a na eyesa atwede ne bamu etiefo ensem a ye nuanum bebra ba beka ne nyina mo miemfo ni serious oye oba sebi ekamikro bese yankonfam na so ye say se okonfo hwe na ekuro ne sey a se ono so watimu bio eti se ono hwe na ne nsem a woka kire me no de enti ya mede ya asanto aba platform we nyina so se woka nsem kire me ena me nsem a woka kire me no oka kire me nko ana mesesa me nsesa bibia ba se wonu begina na wo so ka na tiefuo ni nyina tia na akwakoye se wo hene asoma tia me se kone kogo dawuro ema amansan se asem sei ena eden yede ba so eti mesrem enye se wono wakoye Bible scholar ana wakoye Quran scholar ana wakoye any scholar but it's the knowledge because ya huna nto saade ni eti wono asem a woka kire wono enye se wakote ne ba bi na wasua eye natural nsem a oka eti abibifo mo mia support ye ho mefa one caller na me dijumadie na baabiye enti no wo a pesa me fro no bacho mane mbra na me fro na eye ne ntie aide ema me na ma me frɛ John obroni ya asanto ase wabre na opese wokohome enti no mesrɛ mo montwitwa so kakra ma me na ono so enti ngina ho eye minua nyame.
Hello brother, I'm not a Ghanaian.
Oh, you know, my brother, sorry, my brother from another border. Sorry, okay.
I'm not a Ghanaian, I'm a Nigerian.
I salute you, my brother. Thank you for joining us.
Brother, you see the problem of we Africans is that we don't know ourselves. You see, I can tell you most we Africans are stupid, most especially in Nigeria. When you see this religion of a thing, it's kind of, for me, I see religion as a scam. I don't believe in anything. Jesus, somebody died for me. No. I believe in spirituality. I believe in the ancestor of my land. Me. There is a place. You see this thing that you see as a black man. You see all these people going to church now. When you tell them, look, maybe they committed a crime now. They will go to, when you ask them in church, they can lie and tell you, yeah, look, I didn't do this. But take that same person who is lying, or take that person who is in a government house, who is spending those money, take him to the shrine of the land or where he comes from. Tell him to swear that you didn't do this. He can never. No black man in this life, all black man in this life knows. They do tell you, I'm a Christian, I go to church. But once he did something which is bad, once you take him to that shrine that they have in their village, tell him, if you know that you are an innocent person, pick up this thing and swear. He can never, because you know that shrine does not have mercy. If you don't have the truth in your mouth, you are gone. We Africans don't know ourselves. That's the problem with us. If you want to know the person you are, your ancestors live in you. They live in you. If you want to know the person you want, just wake up in the morning with your wine in your hand, with a gin in your hand, and pray to your ancestors, and with a cola. I tell you, my brother, anything you speak with your mouth, come out very early in the morning and say with hot wine, with the wine in your hand and with your cola, and call on your ancestors. You will see what is going to happen to you. For me, I don't believe in going to church crying, oh, help me. Which God? Who is the God? You'll be praying from Monday to from January to December, and you still the way you are. You don't have any changes in your life, and you're saying Jesus died. Who is the Jesus who died for you? Who did he die for? Look at all those people in the government house. They tell you, vote for us, vote for us. They will swear with the Bible, and that's where I swear in the name of God, I shall perform my duties. But if you take those same politicians to the shrine for them to take that oath to be in that seat, they can never. They will tell you no. Yes, they will tell you no. They won't. They will tell you no because they know that shrine does not take shit. They know that it does not take shit. It does not need lie. They know all this. Go to Nigeria now. Churches are growing in numbers every day. You see these women. Women are the people who knows who is a real man of God and who is fake. Women, you see so. Because it's only a woman that can go where you as a man, you cannot know who is you don't know who is a fake prophet and who is a real prophet. Only a woman can tell you that this man you're seeing is fake because they're the one who gets close to those people. I can tell you 99% of all those people claiming pastors and prophets, all are scammers. You tell me you're a man of God, Jesus died for us, and you defraud people of their hard-earned money. You build schools, you build a lot of things, but still, those same people who contribute those money cannot attend those such things. If you're not rich, you cannot attend it. So how come? All these people, the problem of we Africans, for Africa to develop is, man, let's keep religion aside and move forward.
Queen Roxanne.
Religion is one of the problems we have in Africa. Everybody's brainwashed. When they tell somebody now, they ask you today, tomorrow, which Sunday, that is Sunday now, you didn't go to church. I said, no, I'm not going to church. I don't like. They tell you, devil is in you. Devil is using you. You're devil incarnate. You are this, you are that. Because you said, no, you're not going to church. You don't believe in all those shit. My father is a pastor, but me, I don't believe in fucking church. I don't go to church right from when I was 10 years. Right from when I was 10 years. My father do force me, go to church, go to me and my twin brother. When they tell me, let's go to church, we will tell them we are coming. They can never see us there. I was the one who used to tell my brother, look, all these people you're seeing to are fake people. They are fake. If you want to know your ancestors live in you, on yourself, pray, use those wine, call the forefathers, call on our ancestors, they are going to answer you. Nothing like Jesus died for you, this one, nothing. That's why Africa can never move forward.
Thank you.
That's why Africa can never move forward. And if you know you want to become, let me tell you, if you know you want to become a president or a prime minister or a governor in any country in Africa, before you're going to go in the office, we don't need you, we don't care. We don't need you to, just what you just want from you, we'll take you to the community shrine and you swear. Yes. You tell us that, look, if you eat our money, if you didn't give us the road, if you didn't give us the steady light, if you didn't give us the good health care, if you didn't give us anything, you're gone. We are not the one who's going to kill you. The shrine is going to kill you. Because you know this don't have mercy. If you say anything, you keep your promise. That's it. They all know this. Even in my village, we all know this. But when you go, they tell you, they will come, they tell you this is evil. This shrine is evil. There is a place in Denmark when I was in Denmark. There is a village we went to. There is a staff which is kept in the presence of those communities. We asked them, where did they get this staff from? They said from Nigeria. And they asked them, what is this staff doing here? They said, this is the thing guiding looking after the community here. And this is what we have. It is called Ofo. This is what we have in Igbo land. Each family have that thing in their house. If somebody comes to your house to steal, that thing will make that person, even if that person to steal from you, he can never leave that house until you get back and you catch the person red handed. They take off all these things and they come, they tell you religion. They tell you, how did they want Africa to move forward? They tell you, yes, we know that, yes, Britain and France did a lot of things in Africa. Let's keep that aside. Number one, religion is the problem we have. They fail to understand this. They fail to understand this. We don't know ourselves anymore. That is the truth. That is the honest truth. For us to move forward, keep religion aside and move forward, brother. That's what I
Thank
have to
you,
say.
brother.
So
Thank
any
you.
African
Thank
saying
you.
Jesus died for you, Jesus died
Thank
for you,
you.
not for me. Me, I don't believe in me. I believe in
Jesus not
spirituality.
died for anybody.
Nobody
Jesus
died for me.
for
No white
himself.
Jesus died for me. Nobody died for me. I don't mind.
Thank you.
I'm on my own. So, brother, anybody telling you you have a white wife, don't give a fuck about that person.
Oh yeah.
She's
yeah.
a white person, yes, but her heart
Yeah.
is black.
Yes.
If she don't want
Yes.
you, if she don't want you to move forward, she's not going to be with you. So don't give a crap. Don't give a crap about anything everybody says.
The people that we are condemning them. So he won't come and say something that can benefit you because you are spoiling his business. So sometimes
it's truth.
We just ignore them.
I need to be honest with you. Yes, I know that. Yes, yeah. The one thing you have to know in Europe here is that everybody. It's not everybody. Yes, we know that there is racism. Not everybody who like black, and not everybody. There are people. There are a lot of whites who love black. They cannot even stand seeing you being intimidated. So it's not same thing in Africa. Even Africa, no racist stuff is even much than white people. You will see your own fellow black man. You say no because of he's not from your country. He's not from this one. It's not. Our own racist is more than white. So that is the problem. We need to think forward.
That's it.
Not because this person is not from Ghana, this person is not from Nigeria, this person is not. You don't give a fuck. Our own racists, we racist our own self more than white people. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
A Ghana man now, a Nigerian man can see a Ghana man now outside. Who is supposed to help? You say, brother, leave him. He's not a Nigerian. You see? Discrimination.
Yes.
But the white man don't care. As long as that person is a white, you want to help the person. You see? So who is more racist? So we should not talk about that. We should just keep that aside. Face what face on our own self. Because religion is scam. That's my own. I don't believe in all those shit. That is it, brother.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what
you,
I
my
have to
brother.
say.
Thank you.
You have a nice day, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care and enjoy your
Thank you
program.
so much.
I'm online with you. Yeah.
Thank you,
bye.
brother.
Ciao.
Thank you. One love, one love, one love. Together we can make it. We will make it happen, no matter what. We will make it happen.
I want
brother.
Africa to be great. This is what Gaddafi is trying to do in Africa, but still, these same people, how can you said you are an African Union. You are very stupid. You allow the Europeans to come to Africa and kill a president in Africa because they know he speaks for the people. And these people are very stupid. These ones we have, those ones that kept mute, they killed this man. They are the one who steal a lot of resources from Africa, go to other countries and keep. If I tell you a president, Abacha, if I tell you how much this man stole from Nigeria up to today, he's dead, but up to today, they are still recovering his money every day. And if they bring the money to Nigeria every day, if you ask the government, what did you do with the money? There is nothing. They cannot account for anything. Nothing. Every day, if you go to Nigeria news, once you open the newspaper in Nigeria, 100 billion, 200 trillion is missing. Snakes swallow money. Monkey carry money to Dubai. How come? In a country, that means it's now animal kingdom.
Yeah.
It's now animal kingdom. A kingdom, a country which you can come out in public and tell us monkey stole the money to Dubai. Snakes swallow so million, trillions. How come? When you check the paper, no good road, no steady light, nothing. No good transport system, nothing. No job, nothing. But every day when you check the news, trillions, billions, you'll be wondering, how come we have a lot of resources in Africa, mostly in Nigeria? But if you go out to the whole world, there is no country you go in this world you are not going to find a Nigerian. Because of what? Bad government. Everybody's running away.
Thank you, bro.
Look at now. No country now. It's very difficult for you to travel as a Nigerian because, number one, the country, they have the resources we have everything. And these politicians, when they steal the money, there is a day, a white man saw me and when he said, what are you doing in my country? We are poor. You people have everything. Why are you here? But when they try to explain to these people, they don't understand. They feel they don't know why you left. Because if once your father is not rich, nothing for you in Africa.
Yep.
That's why we need to clear off all these people. You see, all these politicians. If I become a president today in Nigeria, my first plan is the churches, the mosques, everything is going to be converted into factories. And if you insist you want to maintain your church, the kind of tax I'm going to give you, I swear to my living God, you can never pay that kind of tax. And I know you can never meet up to it. I'm going to convert it to a factory. And I'm going to tell you as a member, if you don't want to go to work, if you are found going to church, man, you are going to jail. I don't care. Let your God come and punish me. I don't care. There must be job. You must go to work every day. Go to that same church you are going. we are going to convert you factory, and you go there to work. If you don't want, fine for you. But once you are found in church or mosque, straight to jail. I don't care. You accept to work. Yes, accept to work. Yes, brother. If you don't go back to your old times, your religion, if you don't go back to your ancestors' way, I don't care about you. Convert everything to mosques, to companies. This is what we are facing. Okay, me and you now, we are black. If you see our fellow brothers, once you notice he's a Christian and a Muslim, you're gonna start to behave somehow because it's not the same religion with you. Yes, because you're stupid, because we are brainwashed. Religion. Yes. How can they grow somebody who knows, yes, you cannot give life? Somebody come to tell you, take this bomb in the name of religion, go and kill these people. So tell me, why is Africa going to move forward?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's getting late. So if
no
we
problem,
want to
brother.
talk, we will talk.
Let me give you a chance so someone else is going to come in.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot.
Yeah.
And we meet again. Yes.
Brother.
We will meet again until we make it done. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, brother.
And I appreciate it a lot. We don't care. We will jail them.
That's my plan. Or these people, just gather them and bomb them all. Finish. Finish. These people don't need.
Easy.
If I think about Africa sometimes, I'm going crazy.
Bro. Thank you.
Bye. Ciao.
Thank you. Ciao. The way my brother is too much annoying, he will bomb you people. Yeah, he will bomb you people. It's getting late, really getting late, but I see a lot of people want to contribute, which if I don't do that, it's not fair. But so I'll plead everybody, when you come, just make the topic for us to be short, so that everybody can just contribute small and just go, please. Sorry, and I know. So Nana.
Please what?
Yes, please. So we just make it short. You tired? I know. Sorry. Yes, Antoa. Who are you? Yes, Antoa. He's very strong. She's very strong. Yes, Antoa is very strong. Yeah. So my brothers, I appreciate a lot for all your contribution and enlightenment that you're giving for our people, and we appreciate a lot. Yes, not coming. I call him. It's not coming. The battery is running low. So whoever comes, get it. Yes. This one too. It's not coming.
I think it has to have that camera in the corner.
This one too. It's not. I tried to take a couple of calls. They said please call me, like Rich. Rich said call me, but if I call, nothing comes. And my brother, you have been saying call me for a long time, and it's still not let me call. I don't know, because I think Facebook, when you are on live for so long, they limit it and they cut it in some way. So I'll be very sorry that I can't pick a couple of calls now. You know, it's like not allowing me. Because GH, Matraya, and yes, the same thing happens to all. So I think, I don't know. You have to check your phone well and see, and let's see how it works. I won't be long, and the program will come to the end until we meet again next week. So I'm trying to call Abigail too is not answering. So please, I will say thank you, and thank you all. You have done a good job. You have done a good job. So please, as we thank everybody for contributing. This program has been interesting.
Yeah, it's been really good.
We've
really covered quite a lot.
Yes, we have a lot of people who have come and like talk. Nana kwasi me try, but still na enyedin. I try, but still it doesn't want to show up. I think one is adding, and will be very happy if we can just make it short and go, because my daughter even is tired.
And you know, I think also we need to also give a shout out to Saida, because
Yeah,
you see she is still there
yes.
from start even up to now.
Saida Empire, my sister. Saida Empire, my sister. God bless you, my brother. I just salute you. Because of the time wise, we just make it adjustment and we just head up. Thank you for joining us, brother.
Hello.
Brother, you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me, please?
Yeah, yes, please. We can hear you.
All right. All right. Thanks for accepting my call. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you well. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Thanks for accepting my call. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't say much. You know, I think it's religion that's impeding progress in Africa. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think there should be you know, a system. There should be a system that, you know, our government have to put in place to, you know, to control this kind of religion thingy. You know, if I were to be a leader, I promise you, man, like the way I will put taxes on these churches. Trust me. Yeah, if your church is really big, I'll make sure I take 10,000 plus CDs. 10,000 plus CDs every month. If it's small, 5,000 CDs every month. And those that have been operating in school, like classrooms and all that, maybe 3,000 CDs plus every month. If you can't pay it, you just
this
have to put a stop to your church.
You know me,
I'm telling you, because even the road to their churches, they haven't even constructed it. They haven't even done anything to it, and they're expecting the government to do their roads for them. You see how embarrassing it is? It's really disgusting. So I think something needs to be done, and I think the government have relaxed. Our governments have relaxed. Honestly speaking, there must be a system that have to be put in place.
Yeah.
Yes, my brother. So I thank you for this movement, and I wish you all the best. So I'm gonna leave you and let someone come in. You know.
Thank you.
Thanks
brother.
for accepting my call.
Thank you.
God
bless
bless
up,
you.
Bro.
You've got
Bless
a beautiful woman.
Bless up.
Respect, man. Every
Bless
time.
up, bro.
Every time.
Bless up.
Every time. All right. Bye.
Yo, please, I know a lot of people want to contribute, but you know we have sat here for a long time. Getting to three. Three hours. Sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. So I'll plead everybody. We have to end the program. We still have many things to come.
Oh, it's not finished.
Yeah.
You know, it is by force you rang me here last week. Today I've spent my day stressing on, I have to do this again. But you know, I think I'm here. I'm good. I'm in.
Yeah. We won't stop
No. You know, as far as I see people insulting me, I'm coming every day.
Yes.
So be ready.
I'm
coming. I'm coming. I hope I disturb your brain because I'm white and I'm talking something that can maybe help another person who maybe you won't listen to yourself. So bring it, because I'm happy that everybody came and spent their time and their data to listen to us. And Ruby. Ruby, I don't have a word for this guy. So all the insults that you give, all the insults and all the pastors there that are telling us this, that keep coming. Keep coming, because the more you join and the more you comment, the more your people see it, and the more people will watch and the more people will be enlightened, and eventually you will have no job. So keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming, because Ghana will be the superpower of the world if you just listen to the messages that are being given.
So as we are going to end the program, I see Mr. Aquine
And
Uma,
Mr.
God bless you.
Abraham Ben Moshi.
Yeah.
Abraham Ben Moshi. I don't have any words I can speak to you to explain the level of gratitude and thanks that I have to you for even starting this movement. Because if not for you, who's going to listen to just us two sitting here making a video? It's you who started it. It's you who started the movement and started to open people's brains. That now we two people who are nobody, uneducated, sorry, but uneducated. I'm not a Bible scholar. It's only because of you that we can sit here and also be a part of this movement to wake Africa up, wake Ghana up, wake Nigeria, wake everywhere, everywhere. So, and you know, we sit here, we have a Ghana flag behind us. Uniting Africa doesn't have to forget your country either.
Yes, you don't have to.
Ghana and Nigeria, everybody needs to be united. Yes, not about we sit here because we have a Ghana flag, we don't care about anybody else. This one, we are honoring the place of this man's birth.
Where I'm from, that's where I'm from. That's where I'm from. So just say something for Mr. Abraham, and I know one day
Mr. Abraham needs to get a visa for Australia, and he can come here, and I will really show him thank you. I will spread your name as far as I can spread it, and I can talk a lot, so people better be prepared to listen. Because without you, this movement wouldn't have started at all. Without you, this small baby here will also be having to listen to the nonsense and the ridiculousness. She'll be watching her father putting his hands on the computer screen because the power of Jesus is going to come through as some monitor. No, now this baby also will have the freedom to know her culture and what Africa and what Ghana really, really is. Mr. Ben Moshi, please come. Come, I will take care of you.
Yeah, Mr. Ben Moshi, definitely.
We will look after you. We will take you everywhere.
You need to make a move. Yeah, you make a move, and
we love you.
Yeah, we love you so much. We love you so much. We love you so much, Mr. Abraham. Nyame onka ho. Na onka P Black ho, onka Yahuda ho, onka Mr. Jekumu ne eyesankofa Mr. Omar no, obi biara was support movement a eboa Africa na nye ni bottom no Nyankopon onka obi biara ho. But I have a message for Ghanaians. We sitting here, or Africans, we sitting here doesn't make us somebody, but we are here. Just the message that our father, the founder, Abraham Ben Moshi, have brought to this Ghana and Africa, and this is what we are fighting for. Now, one day, Ghana,
we love you more. We love you more.
Mr. Abraham.
We love you more.
That will be better. Mobeso Kania, na mo dia hwehwe sa papa wi. Na wo a won so wo gensi no no. One day, mobeso Kania, na wa hwehwe no kore. Na so hu. Yesi do onya ya ampe. Ana de ope ye nso anya. Do onya so patie ye no. Ene ne ho ato no. Na do ye asodin no eno ene owam na tikopo. Etisi ye ka na se wo de wo si untie. Now wo de criticize na wo de obe criticize nipa. We are not going to stop today, and we are not going to stop tomorrow.
Sorry, please, can I just interrupt for 1 second? Mr. Ben Moshi, Ghana can't miss you because your spirit now is going to be in the youth forever. Your name, you will never be forgotten. This movement that happens, that gives Ghana back its power, gives Africa back its power, that makes Africa the superpower it needs to be. No, they can't miss you because your spirit is always going to be there.
Yes.
Always. You will never be forgotten because of this.
Mr. Abraham, abusuafo edawase. Common sense family fo nyina yedawase. Ena obi biara nso a ote kyerɛkyerɛ na sibia nso edawase. Nyankopon otwedi ampon no onka wo ho. Ye nyina ye free baabi ena ne yetima ba baabi. We were from somewhere. I stretch my hand like this on the screen of television so that I will get anointing. I will get anointing. They say, put your feet, put your hands on the TV, pray. I did all that before.
Yes, and I would stand behind this man going, what is he doing? Oh my goodness, who did I marry? You think something is coming through the TV?
Someone sorry. No one here, Juma.
I think maybe I didn't send you to
hospital. Yes. You know, yes. So just greet them last one and go.
So thank you everybody for taking your time and listening to us today. And Mr. Abraham Ben Moshi and P Black and Yahuda and this movement movement that you have started. Sankofa, we can't forget Sankofa because it's his fault I'm here too, so I can't forget him. But it's this your movement that brings us even here, that will even make me to even sit here and something I don't really want to be on live video, but I'm here because this thing is so important. It's so important, and it's because of you. So from the very bottom of my heart, I thank you. I thank everybody who spent the time to listen. I thank you for the people who insult me. I'm happy I'm white and you can insult me just for that, whilst I'm here trying to do something good. So I hope you will continue.
If you are white, me too, I'm black. So... Yeah, that's it. So thank you.
It's good. This baby is losing her mind, so if I don't take her, she will beat me. So. Merasi, everybody. Thank you very, very much, and continue to grow and learn and listen to these people that are educating you. Listen to our educators, because without them, we will stall, and we won't continue to grow. So thank you.
So you go to Ghana and go and see the cathedral, right?
I'm not going to no cathedral in Ghana. me, even I said I won't cross that bridge in Kukum Forest. I will cross that bridge before I go to that stupid cathedral. How stupid is that? What cathedral? Is the Pope coming there? They will invite the Pope to the cathedral. I hope he goes there too, with his car, bulletproof glass and all of that stuff.
Yes, bulletproof. And you are
the Pope. You are the head of the church.
Yes, the head of the
here. So you are the top. You are the top of the human beings for God, and you will drive around in a bulletproof God. What God protecting you?
Why Pope have to have a bulletproof car?
You should be God's number one on earth.
But they also shoot devil every day. Yeah,
this devil thing. Can I just mention? I have to say this one more time. Heaven and hell. Hell, the concept of hell is that if you do evil, if you do no good, you are going to this place to burn and stuff like that, to be tortured, right? Who controls hell? Who controls hell? Is it not the devil? So the devil will punish you for doing his work.
No.
You're going there for a party. Sorry, I talk many. So thank you all very, very much, and I will hand it back to this guy. And have a blessed day. Thank you for listening to this crazy white woman. Bye.
Say, meda masi atiefo meda masi papa. Ma hu se mpenifo bebre aba dwumadie no so. Na asesi e ba bi akoduro se abo anadwo Australia time 2 about 28 eye ahomache eye ahomache ntie no me fan say ye was Sunday mu anisa ye was Sunday mu ene ye was sisi ye August 11 nti wotimi say ya tena ase achepa entia enkoma mu nyina ne mo madaaje mo de behwe because any more say any more contribution everybody who came and contribute on this program today have really make a change and the big thanks to go to our brother, our father, and our everything, yet Mr. Abraham. You talk, but the talk doesn't come from you. It comes from the ancestors that you believe. So the ancestors are speaking true from you. You are just telling us, but the message that comes from you, your ancestors, and no kasam. Some message you know what in my free Mr. Abraham, free ancestors, and a dear for Mr. Abraham, our near kasa. Ain't in who are we GDNE or catch law session, so no more bravo year. Why a bonnet? A year next week. Young so a challenge now, Abraham will say dear for money box. No, Maso dear Nami, no mean tea. Nami, my dream send me dear. Many are suffer for one a beshy a boom. Na Obani CZ ye, our no one cassa say. May yes, I dear we for Bosome Nayashi di Binya. Timmy. Or Sikami, yes, I will go to what Nina calculating Nina and not for the tomb every time be I'm saying this Ikabia or this is here or the two. Meaning dear womb, and I mean who dear, but you call the Conco National Marco from Port de Mania Dash. But I am a bois next week. Obiamra, not on for the Nimra me witness it. And yet, some money box, no. Send when you're free more. abra na me tu susu egu asofofo ebuto obra ene warankasa wabo membo maame ana o papa bayi se wabrabo ansi uyi a na efiri wankasa eye papa Abraham bemusi o kana asem bi se ye wutu hia mu a eno ma wonye hia ni nanso se wu ewo hia mu a eye wankasa fault atiefo medamase mano ato. God bless you all. Bye bye.